evening, everyone. Welcome to another WIP IT Sunday Live. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I see you was having issues getting connected tonight.
Yeah, I tried going in through because I saved it as a favorite.
Yeah.
Rather than clicking the link to it. I don't know what happened, but
I think StreamYard links are a little finicky. But now that I made you a co-host on the. You should be able to just go to StreamYard.com.
Yeah.
And click on the stream that way.
Yeah, I did that, and when I click to enter, I go without my camera, obviously, right? And it says it doesn't give you the option of one or the other. So when I went in, it says to go in without the microphone and without the camera. And then usually once I get in, I just I click the microphone back on. But as I went in from StreamYard, they wouldn't let me do either one. They kept on telling me to refresh, and every time I refresh, it would just go back to not allowing me. So
that's good. That's nice. Oh, hey, Steven. Steven's already online in the chat with us. We got another great customizer with us, guest, Don Sawyer.
How you doing, Don?
As I mentioned, we got Don and Dom on the night, so just got to make sure to emphasize the ilm or the N when I'm talking. I have lots of Hulk heads I'm trying to get wrapped up. And I did get, Amazon had the McFarlane's Jokers on sale.
Oh, yeah.
And I picked up one of those 7-inch Jokers.
Yeah, yeah.
That Lord Pumpkinhead is definitely scaled for 7-inch.
Oh, yeah, that looks perfect.
So, I'm still thinking I'm going to go ahead and build them on the 7-inch body, but I'm also thinking using that the Craftman method and shrinking this to fit the McFarlane body too. So that way I can have two different Lord Pumpkins. This is just way too big for this body right now. So I'm thinking about trying to shrink this. I can actually fill in the void inside, take some clay and just shrink it.
Only alcohol, man.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Paste.
My marking pen ran out of juice. My very favorite one.
Oh yeah.
So I am kneecapped like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I understand. There's when certain things I ran out of, I was like, crap, I can't do nothing. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right. How are you tonight?
I just got today. I got done doing the 20th page.
Mm-hmm.
I got 8 more pages to go, and I gotta do a couple prints, training cards, and then my campaign will be all set.
And I just dropped something.
And also, I bought a new figure that I'm going to try to improve upon.
What'd you get?
Orange Cassidy. Oh, all right.
Ah, cool.
Now, what I'm going to try to improve upon that, because they have this gimmick to where he can put his hands in his pockets.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, it hinders the leg articulation.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have the clay yet. The next time I get like an Amazon card or something, I'll try to get it. I have it saved on Amazon.
Cool.
But what I did, and sometimes I wish I didn't do this until I got it. Though I do plan on getting another one at some point. I cut the pants leg off,
Yeah.
and after doing that, it almost stays out there.
Yep. Yep.
See?
Another customizer. He does a lot of streams with the Foosh, Robo, Dave Wonder. And he does a lot of wrestling customs.
Well, this is actually my first ever wrestling figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never bought a wrestling figure before.
This was like one of my first concepts for doing Lord Pumpkin. And the jack-o'-lantern head, it's got the opposite problem with this head. With the other head, this one's too small.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too small.
That original jack-o'-lantern figure, it's just like on that really skinny buck. And it's not really good for too much anything. I think I do like this body that's steel. This is an older, I think, Arkham game Joker.
Can you bring it to the camera? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Maybe. It's a taller figure. Let's see if we can get the attorney's turn overlay off that we can.
Yeah.
It's got the lanky proportions. Works really good for Lord Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to use this one too. I think I do.
Now that I cut the legs open, he can raise his leg up like this.
Well, that makes it much bit more. Articulation's always best.
Yeah. So what I was thinking of doing is getting rid of these two rubbery plastic, and then just cover the top leg.
Mm-hmm.
Here, give me a second. Thankfully, these are a little bit easier to take apart, and it doesn't break it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I just took it apart, which I hate doing that. I don't know why. Yeah, right here it has that leg swivel.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was thinking of doing is, first of all, hanging on to this. Put that fixed clay all over this leg, and then copy the detail from this onto here. And the only thing that you would really have left would be this. Keep this, and it'll be like a mix between a wrestling figure and McFarlane figure.
Mm-hmm.
With the what everyone calls it, a diaper.
Oh yeah. That's one of the things I did when I opened this Joker up. I was like, man, that diaper is sagging. I actually yanked it up.
I believe they're supposed to be glued down, but like in transit, it stops being glued down. I bought the.
Here you go. We got that. Agobe Customs. You're late. We have to dock your pay now.
Oh God, I'm sorry. My wife was getting on me. She's like, "You're gonna be late. You're gonna be late."
You're
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. My arm's been hurting today, but other than that, I'm straight.
How was you able to get the restitched?
No. So what happened is my wife had to throw sutures on her herself.
Wow. I know what's going on. You want to feel even like everybody else was what happened with it?
Oh yeah. So went and got my second surgery done, and got stitched up, and they forgot stitches in one of my areas. So as my wife was pulling off my gauze to clean it, it starts gushing blood. Then the very next day, I'm just sitting on the couch, and my second set of stitches that they actually put in actually pop out and tear through my skin.
Not good.
So yeah, that's been my week.
Well, you're all right now, right?
I mean, I'm alive.
Well,
Oh, that's good.
you need to show them how to work on figures better. You can take figures apart better than they can. Put 'em back.
Yeah, no joke. Like I need to learn how to work on people. Come to WIP IT Sundays. We got a guy.
Yeah, I think
Rocky,
I am going to try shrinking one of these down too, so I can make 2 different Lord Pumpkins. But that 7-inch body's going to work out great for this head.
Oh, let's see. You gotta find my piece that holds my camera up. Where is it?
I saw some reviews about Tom McFarlane's figures.
Yeah,
What about them? How they're overpriced? And nah, they ain't overpriced, but
he's actually like the only one that's staying $20. So
yeah, no, he's like
Well-
the man.
Well, the reason they saying $20 is because he's a privately owned company.
I think that's making excuses for Hasbro.
Yeah, Hasbro hurts my feelings right now.
Well, they've shown this Friday that they can sell figures cheaper when they were doing their 40% off sale on everything on Hasbro Pulse.
Wait, that happened, and I missed it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Damn it, too.
You think if your order totaled over $75, you took 40% off?
You're supposed to tell me these things, man.
I'm sorry. I thought you did.
You tell me other ways to spend money.
I love that. I love that. They say you spend like almost $100. We'll deduct some of the money. They're gonna save you right into the poorhouse.
Yeah,
If they can take 40% off on like everything in the store, and they sold out a ton of stuff, they can take 40. They can reduce the prices for normal prices.
Hey man, they're passing the savings off to you.
Yes, sir.
You should be grateful. Hasbro is allowing you the courtesy of purchasing their stuff.
That's
Man,
why
that is exactly how I feel about the PlayStation 5.
Oh,
When they
well,
announced that Spider-Man game and the Wolverine game, I was like, oh, well, let me go see if I can find and buy one of those. And it's like, hey, we'll extend you the courtesy of buying one.
I feel bad because if I'd have known y'all needed one, I could have got you because I had a dude that was getting them like left and right.
I'm part of the PC master race. I don't console very much
I
anymore.
gotta save up money so I can get one of my own.
Y'all tell me how that works out when
Right
mine's
now,
plug and play and yours isn't.
right now, you can only get them on eBay.
What PlayStations?
Yeah, PS5.
Hey, let me see. Costco's got them occasionally. Sam's Club gets them in a lot. Actually, believe it or not, Costco's get them in a lot too. Costco's and Sam's Club actually is a good place if you're looking for a console. Just swing by randomly, they get them.
I don't got time for it.
Because you can't find them in GameStop, you can't find them in Walmart, you can't even find them in Target.
So, thing about Walmart is, they were actually hoarding them.
Really?
They got busted for. You can look up the article. They got busted for that crap.
I didn't see no article about it.
Yeah, there was one on it. They actually got in trouble for it. They were hoarding PS5s in stock, like back in storage.
Why were they hoarding them?
I do not know. I think it was for sales purposes.
I'm about done with this Juggernaut head, the unmatched Juggernaut head.
Yeah.
I've been taking the where he's beat up, cut down the lip, cut down the cheek. We've got to repaint the bottom lip, and it's done. I'm gonna extend it the back of the head too.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Extend the back of the head too, and
Well, then,
and make it sit up higher on the neck. So
I'll be right here.
Hey, is Modesto gonna hop on tonight too?
I put the link in the chat, so he may come on.
Okay. Our residential jarhead.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I'm serious. Like every stream I've been on, like where's a group of guys, everybody has a Jarhead in their group.
So you got this figuring out torso. Just try it out. Now the head sits up higher on the neck, off the neck.
Oh, hey guys, is everybody congratulating my man over here for reaching over 2,000 subscriptions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Yep.
Damn.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do a thing, but apparently, Dom beat me to it. You mother sucker.
We got scheduled. I got scheduled up to. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for one of those kale juggernauts.
Yeah.
Those things are great.
And when are y'all doing that?
It still boggles. We're going to do it on the 18th at 8:00.
Oh, okay.
So on a Saturday night.
Okay.
So I think I'm
Be sure to tune in.
Yes, I want to enter to win that Juggernaut. You have to be a subscriber. You can with the live streams. You can set the chat to subscriber only.
Ah.
That way you know who's participating as a subscriber.
All right. I'll make it a point. Now remember, guys, none of us need to participate in this thing because if you pick one of us, all hell will break loose.
That's all right. More than welcome to enter.
I am not gonna.
That's how we get all the smoke.
It did feel faux pas. So.
All right, I'm back.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. But yeah, I've seen reviews about McFarlane's DC Universe toys. Though I think I've gotten the lucky end of the stick so far, because apparently his toys have been coming apart very easily.
Mine have all been good.
Well, they're kind of designed to pop apart, though.
Yeah.
So it may be somebody just don't understand how they're constructed.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems out of mine, so I can't co-sign on that one.
I could totally see two people just posting that for toy drama.
Yeah.
Oh, so so my Baroness 2.0 I did there, Jared.
Yeah,
is getting some heat in the G.I. Joe form if you didn't read it.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention. What's been going on?
Guy was telling me how I perversed and made the character a quote unquote and a sleut.
Really?
What?
Yes.
There's the man.
And my response to him, I tried to be very amicable, and I was like, "Well, sir, that's your opinion. While I respect it, this is an artistic interpretation of the character." And then he's like, "Oh, well, we all call it art, blah blah blah." I'm like, dude, why are you getting so butthurt over something that's not even real?
It's because he's a snowflake.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
sorry, not.
Yeah, I heard you calling me out. I was listening to the stream on the way home in the car.
That's all. Now we know how to summon Modesto. Say his name 3 times and he will appear.
Hey, that was you last week. Somebody mentioned you and you appeared. You said
That was me. I mentioned him and then he popped up.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of freaking chat goblins.
Well, at least we know how to summon one another.
We all have Candyman powers.
Look into a mirror and say our name.
Really complaining about him about his figures, about the joints being too loose and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were also complaining that he was making like so many Batman figures and not going after any of the previous one, any of the other characters.
At this point, he's been making DC figures so long right now. I don't understand why people are even worried about.
I don't know
that he's making Batman figures. That's Todd's favorite character, Batman.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
you got to remember something too. That Spawn, that original Spawn mold that he made for the Mortal Kombat Spawn, he's used that. He's reused that 8 times.
Are you serious?
Yep, I actually went through pictures because I thought it was like 5 times. Because I was telling my buddy he's done that figure 5 times at least. I ended up going back and checking. There were 8 different repaints of that same figure.
God darn.
Yeah. I'm not ripping on him or anything because.
Oh, I'll rip on him.
Because I'm not gonna lie, his figures are good.
I would say he's too big to fail, but I've been alive long enough to see that he has failed one time in the past.
Yeah. Well, it's like complaining that his figures come apart easily, but they're designed that way.
Well, you know what?
I yanked the arm out. It's not a defect. It's how they're designed.
Yeah.
It's a plastic snap socket that holds the arms on. That's not a defect. That's just the way they're engineered.
You know what though? I'll give it that. If you like to customize those figures, it's very easy for a customizer.
Yes, they are. I showed y'all. Well, that Bizarro I made, man.
I've seen people take some of my figure parts from past figures he's made and turn that into a Tim Drake Robin.
Yeah.
Well, look at what I did. I've a couple of you guys already saw. I used 3 different McFarlane figures to make one, and they're Mortal Kombat and DC. They all interact. The joints are all the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
mind you, let me go ahead and toot your horn, boy. That thing looking nice.
thank you, sir.
Working on redoing the Princess Leia head. I got these skin tones just right. The mix I made before is really close. I just need to mix in a little bit of light flesh tones from testers, and that makes it a perfect match. And then I got one more coat to do, and then I'll be ready to start adding details. This head is tiny.
Yeah.
They're like a regular female Marvel Legends female head. It's twice the size.
Speaking of heads, this awesome guy I know just sent me a couple.
Oh yeah,
An awesome care package. My wife won't stop talking about it because I haven't sent you that stuff yet. So just another heads up before she chimes in over my shoulder.
So why aren't you showing what you got, man?
Well, they're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
I just shipped them yesterday.
I feel bad.
They're already there. I'll be very impressed with USPS.
Need to send it to him.
So how close are you? Sorry, go ahead.
You need to send it to him.
Y'all heard her chiming in, right?
Yep.
See, look at you, man. Get me in trouble.
So how close are you at making that hard case figure?
Oh, do what now?
How close are you? How close are you on the hard case custom?
Not very right now. I've been sidetracked with Hulk heads.
Ah.
I got 20 heads. Hulk heads I'm painting.
Yeah, because there's a couple of bums that are expecting a few of those, right?
Yeah. If I have extras after when I get done painting, I may have made too many, but I'm already into it.
Hey, you can never have enough Hulk heads, buddy.
Yeah. I think I can unload them pretty easily too, because I post them work in progress pictures on Instagram, and people will just start counting me like, how much? Like,
Oh man, I did that with that spider that I've been trying to sell for the last 2 months, and I got a lot of good feedback. Like, come on, tell me when they're available. Blah blah. This, that, one, the other. Man, I still got 2 of them left. Can't sell them for love nor money.
Hey, how you be selling your stuff, man? Because I can't sell water to a drowning man. I'm really having a hard time selling my stuff. What do you do that I don't?
I am as well. I'm thinking it's just this last year, everything has went up in price and everybody's struggling to get by. I mean, my gas bill has tripled in the last 6 months.
I'd love to be able to do it. My aunt offered me like a really nice living room suite, but she lives like about 4 hours away.
Oh no!
And hooking a trailer up to my truck, you're looking at 12 miles to the gallon.
Jesus Christ.
That's heavy, man. It happens like that.
I appreciate the offer. I would love to have it, but I'll spend more on fuel than I could go buy a living room seat.
Yeah, it was like
I
almost
take out a
$100.
loan to get down there and get back.
It was almost $100 to fill up my wife's car today. So yeah.
And I got I think a 22, 24 gallon tank on my truck. So
Oh yeah.
that'd be expensive.
So it doesn't look like we're gonna do BotCon because they really ain't announcing nobody.
Oh, I thought you already
Huh?
I thought you already had tickets.
No, we hadn't bought the tickets yet. She had the hotel reserved.
Oh, okay.
And then like come to find out, like literally nobody's gonna be there. Like Frank Welker, that's it.
Really?
It's Frank Welker and like the voice actors of Black Arachnia. I mean, we got some comic book artists, but what they're wanting is ridiculous, man. They're wanting like, how much is it? Just to meet Frank Welker, you got to pay $495.
Good.
We pay what?
Just to meet Frank Welker.
Is that the experience or the autograph?
Is that the autograph and everything, or?
Yeah, that's autograph picture.
That's autograph, picture, entry, everything. But she said like almost $500. And yeah, just to say hey to Frank Welker.
They don't have like just like the single autograph option?
They do not. They said they'll announce it at a later date. So I can't risk that. That's a big commitment, monetarily for them to say, hey,
Yeah, might be best bet. Just hit up Retro Toy Con.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Got Alan Oppenheimer's going to be there, and what's her name? Did She-Ra's voice?
Now, where's that one? When's that? That's the one near you, right?
No, it's not near me. It's near a buddy of mine's house. It's well, actually, I say it near a buddy of mine's house. It's 3 hours from his house, so it's still a drive. I got to drive about 2.5 hours to get to his house. Then him and his wife, they do the driving the rest of the way. I just sleep in the back of the car.
Now, are you actually going this year?
I may do it.
Just let me know.
It's in November, so it's got enough time frame for.
Hey, that'll be a good anniversary thing for me and her. He said Retro Toy Con is in November. And where's it at?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina. Oh, really? Oh, she said I can go. She can't. She's stuck working.
Oh.
The price of being the boss, man.
I'll take a lackey.
I think I might switch some of the parts out here.
Yeah.
What are you working on, bud?
With some of this figure.
He's working on Jill Valentine.
Oh, sweet.
Well, not working on it right now. Not until I get another copy of this.
Yeah, Shrieks are awesome.
They're $16 at GameStop. They went back up.
Oh, they went back up.
And
yeah.
and also not until I get Fix It Clay, which is actually $21 on Amazon right now.
Oh, it's a good investment because that stuff will last you a long time.
Hey,
what size are you getting? Is the 1 pound? Like the
and that Fix It Clay. I learned actually from you, collector, that I can use that for like multiple things. I can use it to fit the head, fit this figure's head. I can use it to remold some parts of the body.
Yep. Hey, it's my sister.
But what? Oh,
snap. Hi, Marina. We're streaming on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube tonight. So once
Okay.
when I got the EP version, I can do 3 different outputs.
And I also plan to use that Fix It Clay to improve these legs right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That's one of the first customs I used to fix it clay on was the Young Justice Superboy I made for Hulk Smash.
Yep.
I need to see that. Connor's like my favorite character ever.
I used like the legs from the Avatar, the evil general guy, like the commander.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it bigger. He used bigger arms on it.
Mhm.
The legs, just to give him a little bit more size, because I wanted him bigger than the other characters.
Right.
Those legs were too stubby to use on a DCUC body, so we extended the lower legs, made them better proportioned.
Yeah,
I'm also looking at some. I'm also looking to do some accessories for the Jill Valentine. But the thing is, I'm trying to be careful of what I pick, because I don't want the guns that she carries to be too big or too small.
Yeah, I can see that.
Too big. I'm not understanding. What's this?
Oh,
we like big guns and we cannot lie.
Other brothers made it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we had
They better not deny anyway.
Marvel Legend sized weapons.
Yep. I understand what you're saying though. Is like
Yeah.
you want something in scale. It looks right in their hand.
Yeah.
You don't want look like a 5-year-old holding a
BB gun.
Yeah. So in other words, stay away from the Age of Apocalypse Jean Grey body.
Yeah, that little dinky little body.
Pixie.
What, the teenage boy?
Yeah, that thing.
Now, I did see somebody actually make good use of that.
They're doing trash, right?
Right.
Customs by Matthew. He had a guest on, and he basically resculpted the entire torso, since it's basically a smooth torso, and made the baggy shirt Kitty Pryde.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a smaller figure. Because I'm sitting there like, she's a smaller figure, so that actually scaled really well for the young Kitty Pryde.
That seems legitimate.
But it takes a lot of resculpting to make you get the baggy shirt. You'd actually replace the arms. No, I think he actually used the arms. So through the sleeve, they're like the jackets, the wrinkled sleeves. He just had to resculpt the torso to make the baggy shirt. I was trying to remember what it looked like.
That's a labor of love right there, man.
Yeah.
I don't love that figure enough to do that.
I think I would try to find a better base. And
you know what? Speaking of the Young Justice, do you have pictures handy of the ones you made me?
I can pull them up here in a second. I'm painting the soles on the boots for my Mexico style Hulk that I'm making using those really cool soft goods somebody on stream made for me.
Who would ask?
Oh no!
I bet they suck.
All right. So here's a question, guys. Like legit. Between us, we have enough know-how. Why don't we do something like the Foosh and just create our own company?
Oh,
like legit.
Well, Loose Collector, they are a team of guys.
Exactly.
I actually have one of their figures.
Mm-hmm. I got their Lady Death. It's really nice. Oh, the Foosh figures. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I said, Foosh does it. Like, come on, man. I'm just throwing it out there, you know.
And
did anybody take advantage of the Foosh sale Friday?
Yeah, I got to the end of it and didn't get a dang thing. Everything was gone.
Oh.
Like, I literally logged on and like half the crap was sold.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, they're good. A lot of people complain about their size, but
they're 6 inch.
They're 6 inch.
Yeah, they're true 1/12 scale figures.
Yeah,
and
which Marvel Legends, a lot of people don't understand, is not a 1/12 scale line.
Not a kind of
large.
They're in between a 6 and 7 inch scale.
Yeah,
they're like a 6.5 scale or something like that.
I mean, I don't know if you looked outside, man, but people come in different sizes and shapes.
Exactly.
One of the things I like
And-
with go ahead. Sorry.
And with the ninjas being smaller than Marvel Legends, ninjas are typically, I don't know, Asian.
No.
So I know I might be getting stereotyping with like martial arts movies, but
Back away from the ledge.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
Yep. Don't tip over.
But
it's like,
ninjas are always in different kinds of stances and stuff like that. So I mean, like you can fudge the 6-inch scale.
oh, absolutely.
You know,
I'm going to remove her title names.
One of the best things about their ninja figures,
Clear out so we can
is
see
that-
your screens a little better.
you can actually. Oh no! I broke it. No. You
Get
can
the
actually
arms
pop-
to make them out.
You pop the arms off, and put their other arms that they
Yep.
have on eBay.
Yeah, those arm packs are nice. They had some of the red ones during the sale, but I guess they're all gone now.
Yep. Well, no, I think the red pack was gone. I was still there, but the other stuff was
Okay.
dusty.
I don't know how many times I popped this arm off, but it's never lost its
It's not gotten loose where it'll pop out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
They're quality made figures. They did have a bad batch of disc hinges for a while. They were fragile.
I mean, the legs sometimes are a little bit loose, but that could be easily be fixed.
I had one of the brown ninjas, the light brown ninjas, that just popped, changing the heads out. It broke the ball peg off.
Oh man, I'd been mad.
And if I didn't get it for like dirt cheap, I've been real mad. I was able to. Plus, it's us. We actually should have the know-how to how to fix those. So I
Yeah,
drilled
true.
put a metal rod in the neck and in the ball peg and glued it back together.
So have you seen Figma? You've seen like the SH Figure Arts and Figma figures?
Yeah.
My next endeavor is trying to integrate them into Marvel Legends.
Definitely could actually get some like, accessories into like the hands and stuff. That'd be great to have like all the different hand sets. That's the thing that gets me with Marvel Legends with the price increases.
Yeah, you don't get nothing.
If we were getting more accessories, it wouldn't be so bad. But we're getting the same sparseness we are now. $30.
Sometimes less, man.
Yeah. If these figures are coming out $30 a piece, they all should have alternate hands and alternate head. At least one alternate head.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Siren. I know I
Siren figure-
in the review. One of my buddies he gave me was like, say screaming head one more time, and I replied back to him, screaming head.
Yeah, they should have given us the a siren head that's screaming.
It makes it's how her powers work. She can't fly if she ain't screaming.
Like every other girl I know. Sorry.
I am not touching that with a 10-foot rod.
Yeah.
You can die on that hill alone.
I didn't hear nothing. What's going on?
We're talking about big guns again.
Anybody watch the death match? Everybody know about death match where they do like the fictional characters versus each other?
Yeah, I think it kind of flies sometimes.
I watched the Omni-Man versus Homelander. That was pretty good.
Omni-Man would murder Homelander.
Yes, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Omni-Man just basically like, I'm going to feed you your heart.
I mean, dude, he's literally like Superman and Goku had a baby.
Yeah, that's one of the things they talk about. Like the Voltrumites are basically like Kryptonians, but with the warrior spirit of a Saiyan.
Yeah. Like,
Their entire creed is survival of the fittest.
I mean, Homelander's a junkie. Technically, that's all he is, man. Man got some good drugs.
The Homelander is a joke compared to the Ultramite.
Yeah. I mean, because what was it? Homelander couldn't even lift a plane.
Yeah, he couldn't see the plane. Yeah.
And Omni-Man headbutted a planet.
Messi is the GOAT is asking, did you receive the Marvel Legends Maestro or
Maestro?
Yeah, Maestro yet. I ordered it from the website you recommended, and I have not received it yet.
Are you talking about like the Chosen Prime?
I think
that's where I ordered mine from, and I got 3 of them from there.
Good Lord.
The Chosen Prime was selling for $25 a piece.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I missed out on that. Jesus Christ.
Right now, I'm missing out on quite a few figures right now.
And funny you mentioned that, Mess of the Goat. He's my next review. I actually got the footage shot yesterday. I just got to edit it up, and I already made the title card today. And he will be up on the channel soon.
Am I still here?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My entire house lost power.
Yet somehow you're still here with us.
I'll be came back.
It's because we said your name 3 times. You can't leave now.
You're bound to
Until we
us.
release you.
You took the oath, sir.
Hey, it's so much easier to summon me. All you gotta do is ring the dinner bell.
We, the Riders of Rohan.
Oh, what that? Okay.
I found some more custom Joe Valentine head sculpts that I think might work just as well, if not better, for my custom.
Use their contact form on the Chosen Prime and see if I noticed their pre-orders were sold out. That they may be waiting for another batch.
Yeah.
Just contact them. Brandon and his wife are really good about the replying back on the forum.
Yeah, sometimes it's not even their fault, man. Like sometimes it's shipping.
Well, they got their stuff their Maestro super late. So
Brian's a good dude, though. I would trust him to do the right thing.
Yeah. I've had great interaction with the Chosen Prime people.
Yeah, I've done a lot of back and forth with him. I've bought from him, sold from him. I got like 6 pre-orders with him right now.
Oh man, that speaks volumes.
Oh, I got. I don't know how many I've lost count. Most of my pre-orders are going to the Chosen Prime because I like their payment system better. Where I hate when everything drops out one time and your stuff gets just charged randomly to your card.
Mm.
And they got the invoice option, so they will send you an invoice when it comes in.
Oh, that's good.
So
wait, is this the Chosen? You call it Chosen Prime? Is that another?
It's a online toy vendor, kind of like Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah,
and they're really great people. They sponsor the PF Cons.
Huh.
Yeah, I do a lot through Dorkside Robos.
Yep.
Thing because they allow me to pay all of it up front.
Yeah, you can do that with Chosen Prime too. But paying up front is good too. Very good option.
Dorkside has gotten on my wife's bad side. No, she ordered me the Princess Bride. I think it was the Princess Brides. She ordered me the Princess Bride figures last year, and I got them this year.
I got Noel on pre-order through where they broke up the 2-packs.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it before they raised the price too. Now they got them up for pre-order for $24.99. I pre-ordered when they're $21.99, and they're honoring the price.
Hey,
Right.
question: has the Venom gone down any, or is he still obscenely priced?
Still obscenely priced.
Jesus.
Right now, the only thing I have pre-ordered is the Iron Spider that they showed on one of Hasbro's shows.
You know, I say that Hasbro needs overpriced figures. Kiss my derriere. I'm a customizer. I'll make my own. Pull that Thanos out. I need to get an Infinity Gauntlet and be like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
I just sent that meme to that gift to somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm doing with my comics. I got tired of getting like a bunch of no's and not even one yes from any of them. And
Mm-hmm.
and I even sent a application for my own comic to be published.
That way too, you own what you're making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't got to deal with nobody else.
So I ended up just doing it myself. And
Look up. I was gonna say to help you out with that. Look up Sassy Girl X, man. It's a guy I knew. We grew up together. He could not get anybody to buy his idea, so he published it himself, and it didn't do well in America. But this dude was like a comic book god in other countries.
Well, this right here's my book.
Okay.
And and when it was on Indiegogo, it made about $700.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, I did pretty good for my first time.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Be the man willing to do the things other people won't.
I'm sitting there trying to make sure I'm not looking through my reading glasses. I don't know if I mentioned this on the previous stream. I think I did. When you're using a Dremel, make sure it stops speeding before you set it down, because I scratched my reading glasses because it was still speeding.
Jared, come on, man.
It's like I get like in the zone, I get working on stuff, I just throw it down. It's like, ah, crap.
What zone is that? I'll detour around.
I was like, I get like working on something there, I'm not paying attention, and
just go to work.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good, bro. You're just a man about your business. That's all.
Yeah, I essentially just decided to start my own brand, and just make just start my own business and just make my own stuff.
Yep.
That's
That's the way to go anymore. But we're it's 2022. Everybody has access to printing services now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you don't need to go. The big publishers, the people working there, they can't stand that people are going out and doing their own stuff.
No.
And they consider it like a betrayal if you go like do your own things and leave like Marvel and stuff and DC.
No.
Well, they're making more money. They own their own IPs.
Well, Marvel and DC. Well, right now they're not doing any good, and I'm pretty sure you already heard.
I mean, when you put politics in your comics, man, stuff's gonna go south.
Yeah.
They moved DC into like a strip mall.
Did they really?
Their publishing office is in a strip mall now. They were kicked out of Warner Media.
Oh my
Good
God.
Hey, you can get a
Warner
Cinnabon with a comic now.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers even
That might sell more. But their books are terrible now.
Warner Brothers even kicked DC Comics out of their building because they're not making enough money anymore. I mean they still own the property, but they pretty much just told them to get out. You're doing the hot tubs now.
It sounds to me like y'all didn't read that amazing comic called I Am Starfire.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I may not have.
I am not sorry.
I think
Oh yeah.
It's somehow that Starfire had a toad for a daughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what? Do you know what period of-
Somehow Daxmite DNA and human DNA. They heavily implied Dick Grayson was the father.
Yeah.
No,
Apparently, human and DNA and Daxmite, not Daxmite.
Penguin.
What is their
Oh God, what are they? They're
Name.
they're based on like seasonings.
Tamaranians?
Yeah, Tamarin.
Yeah.
Genetics do not mix well.
Even though their daughter from the alternate timeline, what was her name? Black Star was amazing,
Yeah.
an awesome character, and
Yeah, it was a Black Star, but everyone didn't like the book I'm Not Starfire so much, and the first look of this character, everyone thought that Starfire had like a one-time fling with a penguin.
well, the bad part is, man, the lady who
That
made
would
the
make
comic,
more sense.
the lady who made the comic literally made the character look like herself, man. Don't redesign characters
No.
to make them like and then try to say, well, this is this. Like, no, man, you made that character like you on purpose.
That's
You want-
101 comic thing back in the day. The comics don't write yourself into the story.
Right.
And people are hating on Comicsgate. If you don't know who they are, which I am Comicsgate. Comicsgate is essentially a movement of people who believe that comics are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to have all these politics or personal political views.
Well, here's the thing, man. Even back in the day when they did, they weren't ham-fisted.
Well,
You can put political messages in a story if you write the story properly.
Yeah, the story.
yeah.
Well, I mean, there was the issue.
But that's all the story is now.
Yeah, there was an issue of Superman where he met that one black superhero from the ghetto, and him and Superman got into a big argument because he told Superman, "Well, you look white, you don't understand." Superman's like, "Look, man, I'm an alien, just like I'm an alien, man. I don't understand whether I look like this or not." But then Superman saw where he got away with some stuff where the other guy couldn't, and he's like, "Okay, I see your view," but it wasn't the whole basis of the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and not to mention too, Superman was based to be like very Jewish features.
Yeah, yep, that part.
The creators were Jewish.
I mean, the X-Men, it's not ham-fisted, but we know what it meant.
Yep.
I mean,
these major companies they hate the fact that they hate the fact that people who are Comicsgate they're actually making more money.
Well, people are bitching about what was it, that Heather Antos or whatever her name is. She destroys everything she goes to and gets fired.
Uh-huh.
Was bitching about somebody that worked in the industry went and joined Comicsgate and finally getting to do their own story they want to do. That's recently. And the lady that she attacked couldn't leave her, like, well, you could have just messaged me and started making this public announcement type thing and like try to stab me in the back.
Right.
And everybody talks about how horrible Comicsgate is, even though they're the more diverse group than the people working in comics, in the mainstream media, mainstream comics. There's people of every race, orientation, all in Comicsgate, but according to comic book pros, I say in quote comic book pros, who can't pay their rent, and their own toast was talking about, I can't afford to pay my rent. Somebody needs to help me.
So, some of them, and correct me if I'm wrong. Some of them are even going to crowdfunding. GoFundMe, and to help pay the rent.
Yep.
To help pay your rent.
Major publisher, and you can't make enough money.
Something wrong. Like maybe you should be reevaluating your life decisions at that point, homie.
Yeah, but you want to know something too? Me and Jared have talked about this. Okay, like another thing I find that comics, movies, and even the TV shows for comic characters are trying to do now is they're trying to make it so that the strong male, the strong male characters basically are being treated like they're being downplayed.
Yeah, like
You know,
jokes.
like, yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
you try, you want. I understand you want to make female characters seem strong and whatnot, but I mean, there have been strong female characters in comics for years. Okay, like I mean,
Oh,
you
not
don't have-
according to modern comic book writers. It's a
Which
new
is-
thing.
I mean, dude, let's see, Rob got Red Sonja, one of the baddest chicks out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripley
Monica
Ellen.
Rambeau. She,
Ellen
like
Ripley.
a Wonder Woman. Like Wonder
Yeah.
Woman's always been a strong female. You know what I mean? It's like Captain Marvel. You got friggin' Rogue. You got there's
Storm.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
She-Hulk.
why do you got to downplay the Hulk and Thor and make them look like a joke so that you can make the female characters look better? Like, I mean, you can't have good, strong male and female characters.
Because apparently,
Uh,
like the general consensus for
they
whatever
don't need-
reason.
They
Go
don't
ahead,
need
sir.
to do that. They don't need to do that because the characters, because characters can
well, look,
they can stand up on their own.
they want to talk about like how female superheroes didn't get pushed, and like look at Monica Rambeau like in the 80s.
Yeah,
She was Captain Marvel.
She earned the name Captain Marvel. The people gave her the name. She didn't just assume the name.
Not
And
to
she
mention-
got picked. She was leader of the Avengers.
Not to mention, she hit all the check marks, and it was done the right way. She
Yep.
was a
And
woman,
everybody,
and she was a woman of
everybody
color.
liked the character.
yeah. And did they have to make her top any of the male characters to get to that point? No.
Nope.
No, she earned it. She was a fan favorite.
I don't know, man. It's kind of pathetic though. Like I said, the TV shows and the movies are the same way.
I think it comes from that mentality. Like, here's the thing: people are trying to feel bad about something that happened a long time ago, and they're trying to make up for it, but they're trying to make up for it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't do that. Like, we understand.
The other
acknowledge.
rehashes stuff people have already moved on from.
Yeah. Y'all, why you digging up dirt?
Mm-hmm.
Don't kick a dead horse.
I think they're just upset because they can't be part of the cause that's already ended. So they got to bring it back up.
And it sucks, man, because there's a lot of characters I like growing up. And it's an African American man, so it's all good. There's characters I love. Like, I love Captain America. I love Superman.
Yeah.
And then DC was talking about, hey, we're gonna get we're gonna get rid of Henry Cavill and make a black Superman. I'm like, okay, make Val-Zod. No, we're gonna make an all new character. No, there's already an established character.
Well, the whole notion too that you got to have a superhero that looks like you.
Yeah.
Or you can't relate with the character.
That's not true.
I know. It's like, hell, I grew up reading the Hulk. It's like,
I know. I was just gonna say that. I don't agree.
I don't look like I'm not a 8 foot tall green rage monster.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like it sometimes.
No,
One of the best things about some of these characters is that they are relatable.
Yep.
they're human without being human,
Nope.
basically.
Right.
Peter David's run on Supergirl. People like boys don't read Supergirl. It's like that's a great
I love
series.
Supergirl comics.
That Peter David Supergirl series was awesome when Matrix merged with Linda Danvers.
Yep, and she got like god awful strong.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, she got her face pushed in by
Angelic
Doomsday.
powers.
Like I said, I ain't gonna lie, she really did get her face pushed in by Doomsday. That was funny. But so did everybody.
Yeah. Doomsday is a character I wished he went with the other origin for. They were talking about two different origins for Doomsday back in the day. If I remember correctly, they went with the crappier origin.
Don't worry, he was a science experiment that just basically.
Yeah, he was basically a technological golem.
Yeah.
The original origin, he was supposed to be a demigod, a lost demigod, which would have made sense being able to kill Superman.
Yeah.
He's Kryptonian.
Yep.
Well, he's a Kryptonian animal. That
Yeah,
was.
he basically made Kryptonian habitable for colonists later on.
Yeah. Yeah, Doomsday was a Kryptonian animal that the guy experimented on nonstop and kept killing. And what was the whole thing? Everything he saw looked like that doctor, and that's why he was going crazy.
It was a forced evolutionary experiment.
Yeah.
They could adapt to the. Started with a baby and kept cloning it to adapt it to accelerated evolution, basically what it was.
Yeah, basically, he killed it in every way possible, just so it wouldn't die like that.
Yeah, nurture versus nature.
The very first time he sent it outside, the atmosphere killed the baby instantly. It took several tries to eventually get it where the baby could survive. Then, as soon as the baby survived, the stone creatures killed it instantly.
Yeah.
Then eventually, it started hunting down these stone creatures.
Yep. That would have actually been a really good storyline.
I think that story is canon, isn't it?
I'm talking about the demigod thing.
Oh, the demigod, yeah, I like that. I like the idea of the demigod just for the fact it makes it more logical why he was able to kill Superman.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think they should have brought Doomsday back, though. That's one of the things. I always get around, too, like with one of Doomsday's latent powers that nobody knows about. All the heroes forget how to use their powers around them.
Don't they, though?
Yeah.
It's called plot armor. He's
yeah.
The best.
He can he can trip the Flash, which nobody should be able to because he's hyper perception shouldn't be able to do that.
I love when he slammed Guy Gardner's head in that car door. That was amazing.
I have to say the animated series when they had Doomsday take out the real A-list Justice League made him a more credible threat.
Yeah, I agree.
In the comics, he was taking out the B-listers. The original Death Superman.
Yeah.
Which later on we did find out the Bloodstone. Was it Bloodstone? Was actually Martian Manhunter in disguise.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Didn't save him.
Nope, still got his ass handed to him by Doomsday.
You know, that's a character that gets like jacked up a lot too, and shouldn't. Martian Manhunter strong as all get out, man. He gets played a lot.
The Martians are Kryptonian level like power, just about it. Plus they're shapeshifters.
And I think at one point they said the whole flame thing is actually a conscious choice.
Subconscious fear. Yeah, he was scared of the fire.
Yeah, but it actually doesn't hurt him. That is one of the coldest lines Batman ever said, though. He's talking to Martian Manhunter. He said, for the Kryptonian, I got $1 billion rock. For you, I need a penny for a book of matches.
Actually, if you wanted to get away from Martian Manhunter, just carry Oreos.
Oh, is that
Oreos?
He's addicted to Oreos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Just throw him a bunch of Oreos and take off.
He's like, no, how did you know my weakness? I do like Young Justice, how they call him John Jones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's my hand hunter. It's kind of cool. That's actually their language.
I thought that was his actual name, John Jones.
No, in Young Justice they call him Jones.
Jones?
His Martian name.
Yeah, his Martian name actually is John, but it's Jones.
Jones.
There's a break in the name.
It's like the almost kind of like a Kryptonian, like the hyphen last names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for them, it's just a space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way they did that.
Just something a little bit different instead of customizing, which I don't have the materials for. I'm drawing.
I'm painting hair on Hulk heads.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm lazy. I had nothing prepped for the day.
That's all right.
But then again, Jared, you saw what I was doing this week.
Yep. You got to work before the show.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. Look, I get bored. I have one arm. I just kind of sit down on my desk and I work.
I promise. As soon as I get that clay, Well, I don't want to say the next time because I don't know when I'm going to get that clay. Hopefully soon. Next time I'll be customizing.
The crazy part is, man, that Oops Black Widow I made sold instantly.
The one you sexualized with the cleavage.
That was the Baroness. Actually, did I show you the Black Widow?
Maybe. I don't know.
Actually, did I send you pictures of that Baroness? Because I actually don't have it on hand, so I can't even show anybody what I did.
Hold on. Just a second.
So you guys can see what I'm getting harassed about.
Making boobs.
It's funny because everybody in the forum's trying to figure out how I made it. They're asking, "What's the recipe?" I'm like, they're like, I think that's the Black Cat's chest. I'm like, no, I sculpted that chest, dude. Hasbro wishes they could do that.
They used to be able to. People start getting mad for making busty figures.
Yeah.
Get people just like what you were dealing with.
Saying these are kids' toys. Well, yeah, maybe, but mostly collectors buy them.
Look, man, I'm a kid at heart, okay?
Yeah.
You remember that guy I was talking about last time, 2 weeks ago, Derek Stringer? He helped me out a lot with the painting. He paints a lot of the heads that I have. Well, I made him a saber tooth, and he said that he needed a birdie to go along with it.
Yes.
You know, so I'm currently working on a birdie.
Dude, that's awesome. I love Birdie. I remember Marvel vs. Capcom too.
Let me blow yours up real quick.
That looks really good.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for real, dude. Now, can I bug you for your recipe? Don't say it online. Just shoot me a text.
All cloth made by me, and it's that Princess Leia I was showing last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Leia body?
Yeah.
Nice.
Super tiny.
The soft goods throw me off all the time about finding out what the base is. Every time I see it, it's like Warpass is like with soft goods over. It's like, oh, that's a Caliban body because it beats out the body and it looks great.
I found a Caliban body. It's going to cost me $40 flipping.
That's not bad though for a bath though.
The bad part is I'm going to tear him down to make a He-Man.
Yeah.
I want to make a Savage He-Man out of it that's actually proportionate with the show.
Okay. How's this look?
You can. Oh, hold on a sec.
I did bark up your vest.
I'm trying. Oh, yeah, nice.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right. Just want to make sure you was all right with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the cape before I send it though. Also did cut you the length of chain.
I thought this when I first saw this torso. I thought that was a Black Cat torso.
Nope, I custom sculpted that bad boy.
You did a good job on that.
So there's I got the first and the second one side by side.
Yeah, she got implants.
Now, Sardo Numspa took some good pictures on that G.I. Joe group.
Your flesh tones look really good. Your shading.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
What kind of paint are you using?
Citadel and Vallejo.
Citadel and Vallejo?
Yeah, and a lot of washes. So what I've been doing is I do Zenithal highlight method as far as some stuff goes, and then I use a very thin down paint and a crap ton of layers.
And your Black Widow there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my accidental Black Widow. I'm serious, dude. I was just throwing stuff together. I was actually in the process of making a Psylocke, and I had that head sitting there, and I'm like, oh.
That's my tracking number for the heads. So everybody's got your tracking number now.
We'll let you know when it gets there.
It's okay though. If they come to my house, I got something for them. Cookies.
Yeah. What do y'all think of this drawing here?
It's looking good.
For a while, I've been trying to figure out the right pose, because this is going to be an exclusive trading card for the
Here, crack me up off
next
here.
game, and for anyone who signs up for it.
Oh, nice. My friend Kevin Sharp, he's doing his Indiegogo. He's doing some metal cards.
Oh, cool.
I don't know how to do those yet.
Has he got a laser engraver for it?
Well, he's been a comic pro for years, and he's doing his own thing now.
Yep.
And he's on basically.
How long did you
Like everybody's like get tired of like working for pennies on the page when you can do your own stuff and own your IPs.
How long you gentlemen plan on being on tonight? Because my fatherly duties are about to start calling me.
That's all right.
Jump back in and you're done.
Yeah, if I'm done by the time y'all get off.
Usually 11 is about the cutoff.
As previous streams go, we go till we get tired of talking.
Yeah, like I said, I'll take on for a few more minutes, but whenever I need to get the little one to bed.
Yep.
What time is it by you?
It is. My little one is already in bed.
For me, it's 10 o'clock. No, he's asleep. I just got to get him into his room.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say mine's been knocked out since 8:30.
Nah, the wife's got to get ready for work in the morning, man. So I got physical therapy. She's got work. Fun stuff.
Yeah, I never enjoyed physical therapy.
Yeah, I really wish I wasn't. I'm so tired of this junk, man. It's been a year and a half, dude, of physical therapy. Ugh. I'll be glad when the nightmare ends.
Luckily, after my back surgery, I did not have to go through physical therapy.
That's what's up.
He said that my pain tolerance was at such a high level that I had progressed more than any of his other patients without physical therapy in the first week after the surgery. That he said, I'm not even going to sign you up for it. And he says, come back in 2 weeks. If you haven't made any progress, then I'm going to sign you up for it.
Oh, dang. With my line of work, man, I got to make sure I'm 100%.
Yeah.
They had me do physical therapy for a while when I first got Achilles tendonitis.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically a scam because there is no physical therapy that will fix your Achilles tendonitis.
I wouldn't think so, no.
No.
You make the muscles around it stronger. That's about it.
Yeah, you're just agitating you have a bone spur cutting into your tendon. It's like every time you move it, you agitate it.
Mm.
So
sorry to hear that, man. Good y'all.
Which it actually kind of, I guess it's kind of calloused up. It's not. It still hurts, but not like it did. Problem is now I got my other ankle. I've been weight bearing so much on my other ankle to alleviate the one my right ankle. Now my left ankle's got it.
Hey, Modesto, have you been looking into the parts for Honey Badger?
Well, I'm looking at that Leia body, like you guys said, and then that other one you guys said, that Jane Erso body. Yeah. But I haven't picked anything up. I've been trying to prep that Archangel. I did a lot of the tape work on it, taping off the lines and stuff. That was a pain in the ass.
Have you seen the Love, Death, and Robots?
Yeah.
There's a little bear in there. They call it a honey badger. And when you said honey badger, that's immediately what I thought of. And I was like, man, I'd pay folded money to get one of them.
No, I'm trying to make a honey badger from like one of the clones of Aura. So
Wolverine's baby girl.
My favorite season is still the first season of Love, Death, Robots.
Yeah, I deeply enjoyed this last season. There was a lot of good stuff. Cthulhu made an appearance. Man, I'm down.
It was definitely better than the second season. Second season, I wasn't that crazy about.
You said Cthulhu shows up in this episode, the season?
Third season, Cthulhu makes an appearance.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, it's Cthulhu.
Yeah, when all them eyeballs open, I was like, Jesus. I even went back and looked up the original artist. I'm going to buy that book and read that book.
You talking about the Call of Cthulhu?
No, I've read that twice. Hell, I got a comic book of Call of Cthulhu. It's a guy that the story that he is in is adapted from a story by Aaron Becker, I think his name was. But the name of the book is Cold Still, and it's just like a collection of short stories.
Ooh, that's always good.
So I'm gonna get one of them. I'm gonna buy that book and read that.
So if you like stuff like that, my daughter's actually working on her own little horror novel. I'll run you by as one of the readers for it if you don't mind.
Has anybody watched the first 3 episodes of season 3 of The Boys yet?
No, is it good?
I haven't seen any of the boys yet.
It came
I
out
was gonna
already?
do it today, but Love Death Robots got in the way.
It premiered Friday, the first 3 episodes.
Man, I'm behind on everything lately.
Life
I
gets you, bro.
watched. I'm getting old, so I end up taking a nap in the evenings. So I wake up and I'm up all night. So Thursday evening, I got up and watched Orville: New Horizon, which was great.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh my gosh, the budget increase.
The comedy is gone.
It is the true successor to Star Trek now.
You know, I kind of got like a little bit of a Stargate vibe from it too, as far as like the battle scenes.
Oh yeah.
But it feels kind of like Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
They
the series that Seth wanted to make on Fox, but Fox wouldn't let him.
Now the question is, how long is he going to go with it?
Yeah, the budget's got to be insane on this now. The new Kalon suit for Isaac, he looks like a freaking robot now instead of a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
That hand is too big.
The set pieces, the CG is just outstanding on that show.
Did you like when they walked on the new bridge?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that show looks amazing. I hope he kicks around for a while, man.
There's people in the Orville groups complaining that they got rid of the comedy. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you people? It's like
here's the thing, it's not like the comedy's gone. They wanted to come back and they wanted to, do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, they're dealing with after the big Kalon battle. Your people are going to be dealing. You don't want slapstick after that.
Not to mention, we had the death of one of the main characters, Yaphet, his actor.
It started out very, very nice. The very first thing before the show even starts, in memory of Norm Macdonald.
I love that.
He come to find out he recorded some of the last voiceovers from the hospital.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking to my wife about when we saw it, because Norm Macdonald's one of our favorite actors, because go back to them old skits with him when he was Burt Reynolds.
Oh yeah, Turd Ferguson.
Yep, Turd Ferguson. That's not my name.
I love McNorm. He was awesome. It's like the late night talk shows too. I haven't watched any of them since Craig Ferguson left.
Mm-hmm.
They all suck now. They're all just political messaging now instead of comedy. Craig Ferguson did not care. It was just awesome.
Well, I do like the guy that bought out Discovery. There was the guy from Discovery that bought out Warner Brothers and all that stuff. The guy that's over it now.
Mm-hmm.
He told CNN they will go back to doing the news.
Cool.
That was his exact words. He's like, we will be doing the news again.
Well, the huge loss.
Doing the news. The news.
Well, the huge losses they took from the CNN Plus, that had to wake everybody up.
Yeah, that was a joke to begin with. They should have known better with that one, man.
Not everything needs a streaming service.
No.
And we're going.
Has a streaming service now.
Netflix came out, and Netflix did so great, and it was innovative, and it destroyed a lot of the old hat stuff like cable TV, dish networks, and the Blockbuster, right? But because it had innovated past them, it was a better, more convenient service. Mm-hmm. But then everybody's like, "Hey, they're making money. I want to make money." And now we're back around to you have to have 7 different streaming networks to watch all the shows that you want to watch.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, it'd be nice if you could just go to one place and watch all the shows that you want to watch, like cable TV.
Which yeah. What they should have done is just stick with like the model they were doing and just. They were still making money when they made a show and released it on Netflix. Netflix would pay them for the show.
Yeah.
But they want all the monies.
Agreed.
Yes. It got so bad that Comcast was charging Netflix extra money for rights to the internet. And they said, if you don't pay the extra money, we're going to throttle your bandwidth to your website.
Oh, wow.
So everybody streaming your programs is going to get loading and buffering, or you can pay us, X amount of money. That was one of the big arguments for net neutrality. It prevented them from doing such a thing.
Yeah, that's gone, buddy.
You can't trust. Everybody's like, I don't want to bring up politics and anything, but everybody keeps talking about trickle down economics. And the only reason that trickle-down economics never works is because the businesses are for profit.
Yeah.
And if it's for profit, that's where all the focus goes is profit.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
So as long as we're for profit, then, that's just not it's just not in the clouds. It's just not in the cards.
It's a good idea, but they got to find a way to implement it properly. If that's going to be the case. But until we as humans evolve as a society, I don't see that happening anytime soon, buddy.
Yeah, that's like with the big issue of Star Trek. It's like getting people to move away from a capitalistic society and everything's free, basically, and everything's provided for you. Without replicators, Star Trek's universe would actually collapse.
Oh God, yeah.
Because they basically don't have any wants for anything. Because you can just go to a replicator and make it.
And just make anything.
Just your Earl Grey tea.
We're getting there, man. 3D printers are the way.
Well, technically, too, people their writers are very inconsistent. But I love Star Trek when I was younger. I used to get to like the little trading cards and explain like how the technology works and stuff. And replicators are not magical devices; they are basically 3D printers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that you can now 3D print your supplements?
Oh, sorry, what?
You can now 3D print your supplements and vitamins.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what 3D printers are doing. I mean, the replicators are doing.
Yeah.
Ships would actually have bulk raw material on hand, like in cargo area. The replicators were like transporters.
Yeah.
And they would program basically a 3D print and transfer stuff. They have transport materials and combine it together to make what you want to make.
Hey, I hate to cut you off for a second, bro. Gentlemen, I got to run. I got to do fatherly duties. If I can get back on, awesome. If not, as always, great speaking with you. Have a wonderful night.
You have a good night, sir.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. So that's one of the things I don't. It's kind of a moot point too. Like with Star Trek Voyager was a big thing. They didn't want to give the Kalon of the first season. They didn't want to give Kalon's Federation technology.
Yep.
Wouldn't do no good. You got to have the bulk material. Not magical devices.
I'm going to go ahead and go too.
Okay.
Before I go, there's the pencil line.
Oh, it's looking great, man.
Essentially, what her story is that she's actually from the 1800s, but due to a unforeseen events that I will not reveal here.
Spot.
She pretty much went Frankenstein, and now she's like over hundreds of years old, and now in the modern times.
Got you.
And if y'all want, if it's okay,
Uh-huh.
I can leave a link in the private chat on my Indiegogo page.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I thought I asked for permission first.
You're fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah. All right.
Well,
and I'll put that in the main chat too. So
Thank you. Yeah. Anyone who's actually missed out on the first book, they're gonna get another chance with this campaign with a catch-up perk.
oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
On everything on the campaign.
Thank you.
Where you at right now on the campaign? I haven't looked at the link yet.
Right now I'm still in the sign-up stage. I'm still working on the book.
Gotcha.
This is the training card that I think I'm gonna go with.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of more of a complex pose.
Yeah.
But I think I can spice it up with some color.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
inks and color and can really make them come to life. As same with like a head casting or action figure. Once you go from primer to color, that's when this magic really happens.
And hopefully soon. Just today I finished page 20, and the book is a 28-page comic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down to 8 pages.
Nice.
And hopefully when it's done, I'll let you all know.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks for coming on tonight.
Again, thank you for letting me on. You're awesome.
Well, I appreciate it. I think we're all awesome.
and hopefully on future streams I'll be doing some customizing.
Yeah, you're more welcome. Come on and do customizing.
All right. Oh, it was nice talking. It was nice talking to you all again.
Yeah.
Later.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Night. I am so getting tired of painting Hulk hair.
Hey, Hulk Smash, I
This
take
is just
up
the
most
base.
of that art from you.
This is just the base colors, the base black. I do the dry brushing of the darker green. It's getting the base color down first.
So for that Archangel that I dyed, I think it'd probably be better to go with that new buck that they had on that lighter colored plastic.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this one here, so I had to tape all this stuff down. This stuff's a pain in the ass. And it's like you can see the dyes like kind of leaking down into the tape.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had to get 3mm Tamiya tape, and man, it wasn't easy trying to get that stuff to stick on there. I think that dye is actually causing it to be a little bit slick, but I managed to get most of it on there.
Mm.
So, see how this turns out. It's got to put base coat of black on it, and then some silver once I peel all the tape off, and hopefully, probably have to add 2 or 3 layers of paint. See how it holds with the silver after a few days. See if that dye leaks through it or not.
Yeah. I would do like a real light mist to the silver, start easy coats.
Yeah.
It should really pop over top that black, though.
Yeah, it should. But yeah, I tried to use a 3mm tape because it was the smallest one I saw online. I think they have smaller tape, but there was just a little bit bigger than most of the stripes. So the stripes are probably going to be a little bit thicker than they normally would. But I managed to get pretty much almost about 90% of the figure done.
Nice.
So what do y'all think are the customization genre the thing that we do, where do you think it's headed? With because by far the Marvel Legends are like our easiest, durable, cheapest option.
Yeah.
And with the pinless joints, it's getting to the point where you can't like get back to the things that you want to. Like you can't switch out calves anymore and
Yeah.
stuff. And is we just
Me and
all
Bob,
we're gonna dye everything, or is it everything gonna be moved to cloth?
me and Dom just got talking about that, how it's going to affect customizers when going to pinless. Pinless looks nice, no question,
Yep.
but it's going to be a pain in the ass for customizers.
Like
It almost makes me think
constantly.
they did the pinless more so to keep people from customizing than the actual looking nice.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I think customizers are a decent part of their.
Several years back though, they went after customizers selling their basically selling their IPs, and they went after them hard for a while. It's about a decade ago, wasn't it, Hulk Smash?
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why it's always in the back of my head. It's like maybe they did it for that.
Yeah, but then you know what though too? A lot of times I think they went on the custom boards and they saw customs of certain characters that everybody was making, and they used the same recipes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think originally were just went after the basically because what we were talking about earlier, like all they cared about is the money, and when they realized, hey, we could use these people for like free ideals, then they quit going after people so bad.
Also, it's probably like a change in the guard, as it were. People were, you get them super greedy Bobby Kotick type CEOs up there, and all it is the almighty dollar, and that's all they care about. And if it ain't going in their pocket, ain't nobody making money off of it, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But, you get other people like, oh no, who just stepped down from Marvel? He was a pretty good guy.
What was his name? Yeah, he was like I can't remember his name right off.
He wasn't. He was about story and characterization, and
of course he did push the one more day thing.
But he wasn't. It wasn't all about the almighty dollar. It was about more than just making money. And so when you get people in there that are more willing to accept that it's not just the money, creativity gets to flow and gets to have its day.
So do you think that any of the other
they can appreciate that the customization is an art, and if one of the sincerest forms of flattery.
Yeah.
And they can showcase and be like, wow, this looks really nice, and maybe we should take a run at it.
I'll tell you one thing that rubbed me the wrong way with talking about being an art forum and showcase stuff. Marvelous News a couple weeks ago. It's not the fact they didn't pick my custom, like my Abomination. It was like basically the only one that got published that week. They picked a drawing of a mock-up of a figure as custom of the week.
a mock-up drawing?
That's for fan art.
What?
That's not custom.
That's totally separate entity altogether.
It's kind of like slapping the face to customizers.
There it is.
Like, come on. Like,
That's the society we live in today.
My customs don't get picked if another custom gets it, but they picked a drawing.
I mean, if we're running up against artists,
It's like, to me, it wasn't even that good. It was like a Photoshop mock-up of like Marina from Alpha Flight.
And I don't know how anybody ever feels about Bog, nice. But
what now?
Bog.
Oh, you talk about Boog Nice?
Yeah.
ACBA guy?
Yeah. Now look, his photos are. The reason I like them so much is because there is no Photoshop in it. It is. He doesn't erase anything. He doesn't add any special effects. He doesn't cheese it up or anything. It is what he can put in front of the camera. And I don't know why, but that speaks to me.
His is an art form because, man, he uses like different lighting so you can cast shadows, everything. He does some really good work.
Oh, is it a Facebook group they got, the ACBA group?
Yeah.
I seen somebody did something dumb on their group, and I was like, you're blocked. So my pictures will no longer feature any kind of firearms until they get common sense gun control laws. You come in here in a toy group and make a political statement and say, come on. We come here to get away from that.
I know that wasn't Boog that did that one because he's all about accessories and weapons.
Yeah, it was somebody else in the group. I was like, I don't even want to see what you're going to post now. So block.
Yeah, when I first got into customizing, I was like, oh, what's this ACBA? Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. And I started following a bunch of people that were following it, and I was like, you know what? I gotta step back out of this. This is not my circus.
I only follow Boog Nice. I don't follow any of the other ACBA guys. Just
him. I followed him because, man, them pictures are.
Yeah. He's basically the originator of like making that kind of mainstream in their collector groups.
Didn't he have a beef with Jay Hernandez just a little while ago?
Yeah. Well,
really?
Yeah,
now look. Jay came out and he said that raffles. You know, when you go and you're like, hey, everybody, give me $5, and then I'll draw a name. Rick Valdez used to do that a whole lot. And it doesn't bother me. I don't care. I never participated, but I don't care.
Right.
But he's like, you're it's scalping is what it is what Jay said, that if you're accepting hundreds of dollars for a $25 figure, whether it's a raffle or not, you're overselling it. And Vogue, he has daily raffles on Instagram. I mean, I think he's got like 6 running right now. But they did get into like a podcast type situation where they were talking to each other about it, and they were cracking jokes on each other. Jay had said something about not being able to get a toy, and he's like, "Well, hey, I could sell you a raffle ticket to the one I got up right now."
I think raffles are fine.
Yeah, I think they're fine too. But I don't partake though, because if I put money towards something, I want to get the thing I'm putting money towards. I'm not into gambling.
To me, a certain like raffle like that too. Like I feel like I'm kind of supporting the creator. His ACBA, his props, and his cameras and stuff. I'm sure it's expensive as hell.
I know they are.
And so, to me, like something like that, it's not really truly a raffle. It's just, hey, I'm going to throw this up for, hey, I could get a chance to win this, but I'm basically supporting the creator. It's like, I don't normally do that either, but sometimes the chance to win something is so good, you want to do it. I watch Cletus McFarland, like the car racing guy.
Yeah.
And during the month of May, you had a chance to win a Precision Turbo on any order you made, a $5 sticker or anything. You can get a $1,000 turbo.
Oh wow!
So I ordered a lanyard like for my work badge, so it's like Freedom Factory badge. I didn't win. Every day they draw like a random draw, but it was worth the chance for spend $17 with shipping to get a lanyard for a chance to win a $1,000 turbo.
$17,000 to get you $2,000. That's not bad.
Yeah, $17 to get a couple grand. Yeah,
yeah, that's worth it. It's like my girl, she won a raffle. She just randomly went into one on Twitter, and she won a 3D printer, and like came in the mail. And I was like, she's like, I won. I was like, fuck, I never win shit.
I used to work in a casino, a flat out the Hollywood Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. It was I was a poker dealer for a short minute, and I remember when I was going through the school, he was teaching me how to shuffle and deal cards and whatnot. He said, "Don't ever play craps and don't ever play blackjack in a casino because they have like a 98% odds for the house."
Ooh.
And casinos never open their doors thinking that maybe they're going to make some money. They are going to win, and they are going to win majority of the time.
Yeah.
And ever since that time, I've always been like, if I spend money on something, I want something in return. I don't want a chance for something. Like you saying, you got the lanyard. I would have bought a lanyard to get a chance for a curve. I've done that. I've bought keychains before chances and stuff, but just straight up giving you like $5 and
Oh yeah. Totally.
maybe hopefully get.
I have never participated in like without.
29.99 Mezco guy. Nah.
Yeah.
You got to figure too, some of these people are jumping in on every single raffle they're doing. So now you drop 25, 35, $45. You could have just bought the damn figure.
Yeah. Especially if you're buying multiple chances to win the figure. It's like, why don't you just go order the figure?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it totally could be seen somebody supporting like a creator they like too, though.
Yeah. I mean, if people want to jump in it, I'm not going to tell them not to, or I'm not even against it, but just I won't ever put my money into it because I know I'm not going to get anything back in return.
Yeah.
I don't bear any ill will whatsoever, and I don't look down on anybody for participating in it. When they win, it's exciting, and I get it. I mean, there's Gamblers Anonymous for a reason. It is very fun and addictive. So,
yeah,
I mean, I get it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I've never been into gambling either.
Yeah, the closest I ever did, I went to one time. I went to a casino years ago when I was in my 20s. I spent $20 to slot machines. I won $20. Then I lost that $20 again. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I only play the slot machines. I think I've only been gambling 3 times. I was my ex-wife's my father-in-law. And I think I won $250 the first time, $150 the second time, and I think another maybe $120 or $150 the third time. But once I was done, I was like, okay, that's it. I made my money because I would only go with $20 with the intention to spend $20, and I'd always profit. And he was always losing his ass at the blackjack tables. Like, hey, can you float me that $100 you made? Nope, that's your loss, not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever done. Slots is I went a couple times for the slots. That was it.
Yeah.
I spent $20. I said, I plan on losing this $20. It's almost like, going somewhere and having to pay $20 to get in, right? So
yeah.
And I remember the one time,
and they bring you free drinks.
Yep.
If you sit out there for like 30, 40 minutes, homegirl walk around and give you a cocktail. What's worth $20?
Yeah, $20 and you can catch a buzz in the process. Even if you lose $20, you didn't pay for the damn drinks.
Yeah.
Well,
And you get to play a little game for a little while,
Yeah.
A segue of talking about like getting something when you like support a channel. It's like, here, I got a Teespring store, people. If you want to
Nice.
There goes the plug.
Selfless plug.
Everybody loves a good segue.
There's a guy like the toy guy, Collector Express. I got toy gal, toy guy. I got
you got any with the Hulk Smash logo on it?
I can set one up. The only thing was Hulk Smash one. I was like, I worry about like it being a
trademark, right?
Thing. Like Marvel gave up their trademarks for Prime. A lot of the Ultraverse stuff, their trademarks are expired. I looked it up.
Who has it?
Nobody.
Really?
They have the copyright for the character, but they don't have the trademark for that, for like printing and the distribution stuff.
Kind of like that Winnie the Pooh movie, Blood and Honey.
Yeah. It's like I got sludge. And I got, this is I'm not calling it that. This is a painting I did in Photoshop. I use a Bowman statue as a reference. It was like a class assignment years ago, like when I was still going to college.
Oh, that's the fire motorcycle guy, right?
Yeah, that's a fire motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
It's original artwork. So.
Who's the fire motorcycle guy? I like firing motorcycles.
Oh, there you go. Start your own company and get the whole timeline going.
I was going to say, we lost our host.
Well, you're co-host now, so you're good to go.
Yeah.
Hit that stupid back button on my mouse.
There's that dreaded back button, eh?
It's this way my mouse is designed. It's like thought I was backing out like that listing, but these I need to order some of the new Collector Express ones. These look really good. I got the Prime, Adam Bob, and Sludge on the logo, and I got that style, and I got the classic logo with the Prime and Adam Bob added to it. Yeah, if you think about supporting your creator or just like some cool stuff, I got it. Nobody's ordered anything off my Teespring store. It's like, I don't
hey, the next giveaway.
Yeah.
$5.
I keep trying to send you free shit, but you keep sending me money for it. So,
oh yeah,
it's like shooting myself in the foot.
There you go.
I feel guilty about that.
Should do $5 Teespring tickets.
Man, where's my protractor? Oh wait, I know where it's at.
And my shirts, I got the prices, like the profit levels are real low, so they're cheaper than most people's Teesprings.
Oh, nice.
You can adjust it on your stuff. The default level on Teespring is like super high. They have you like making like crazy. Like, ain't nobody wants to pay that much for a T-shirt.
Well, some of them are up there. I seen one. It was like $50. And I'm like, well, damn, it's not even that damn nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, I could just go to a print shop down the road, buy the shirt for $10 and have them printed off for 10, $20.
But it's like you're saying, they're like support your creator, and they have that like in print right underneath it. Here, you can buy this T-shirt and support your creator. Support the creator. Support the creator. You know, you get this $50 T-shirt, and the creator's going to get $5 of it. And
exactly, once they take their end out of it.
That's why I put my like the T-shirts at like $20. I was like, nobody wants to pay more than $20 for a T-shirt. They have like their profits, like the shirts will be like $30. It's like, well, normal price on Teespring is like, nobody wants to do that. I like T-shirts, but I don't want to pay that for a T-shirt. And they're not super. They're good T-shirts, but they're not, like $50 T-shirts.
Yeah, but you think about it. A T-shirt is a T-shirt, man. A $50 T-shirt gonna start to. Every time you wash it, it's gonna get thinner. You know what I mean?
And these are direct garment prints too, so you gotta be careful about how you wash them. Turn them inside. You gotta turn them inside out and on delicate wash.
oh no!
And mine's held up pretty good. The only one I didn't have hasn't held up really well. Nope. Hey, Brian, what's up? The only one I had not held up well. They rushed a shirt for me. I got my order in. I was missing a shirt. I did one of the Prime shirts. I did it in red, and they basically said they can't. I guess to keep their like a line cheap, like the distribution, they just hire anybody. They said people steal shirts off the line. So they rushed to get me a replacement, and I don't think they treated the shirt properly. My buddy Brian actually makes shirts with vinyl, and those hold up really good. He's done some really cool stuff for me. He did the Prime logos for my Prime capes. That I fixed it. I made them in made the logos in Illustrator. He was able to cut them out in vinyl and press them onto the capes. He's got a professional, like a pro version of vinyl cutter.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. Okay. I'm done with Hulk hair for tonight. I got more.
All done?
No, I got to the point where I got most all the Ruffalo Thor Ragnarok heads. The hair's all base coated. Those are done.
Good.
But I still got to do some fine work on the Smart Hulk heads where he's got that strand of hair coming down.
Oh yeah.
The thing, I pulled this. You should recognize this one, Hulk Smash.
Yeah.
This is the one you gave me.
I got you that one?
Yep, years ago.
Oh man.
That's when we did the customs. We did trade instead of payment.
Yeah.
This is the one you got me.
What body is that one on?
That's actually the Toy Biz. They had an Incredible Hulk line in Toy Biz. It's
Yeah.
kind of like early days Marvel Legends. Before this was basically built like a Marvel Legends. It is a Marvel Legends, but it's not a Marvel Legends.
Yeah, there's the
Before
whole
the
That's
Before
not
the
confusing at all.
You what?
before the
That's
Dark
not confusing
Age
at all.
Legends.
Oh shit!
The only issue is he's a little small. He looks
Yeah.
good, but
I think it's the legs mainly. Eh? The legs are short. Like, I mean,
legs are very short.
you could have put longer legs on it, and the arms still would have been.
The arms are actually really good size.
They're long for the legs, so that's the thing.
If you look at how they're the same length as the 80th anniversary.
Yeah. So I mean, if you had longer legs on that thing, you can get away with it. A lot of people were extending the legs on the old Hulk figures.
Yeah, that's one thing I've seen a lot of people do is like extend the legs on these.
Like the Maestro, especially.
Yep.
That was a good line, man. They gave us the Mecha Hulk.
Yeah, the Mecha Hulk was in its line.
Yeah.
The Gamma Hulk.
Yeah, the Joe Fixit.
Oh, War Hulk.
Yeah, War Hulk.
Yep.
They retooled for Planet Hulk and they made the plastic a lot better.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the Planet Hulk. Let's see, Planet Hulk and King Hulk. World War Hulk was all based on the War Hulk body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you buy that Marvel Select Hulk, the one where he's in the gladiator armor?
Yep,
Yeah.
I got that one. I
Is
do
that
have
one-
it.
You're talking about the movie one or the actual
Oh,
one?
two of them.
The Select one, the Marvel Select one?
Yeah, Marvel Select made one for the movie, the Ragnarok movie, where he's in the armor, and they also made the comic-based one.
Oh, the comic book one.
Yeah, they're both huge.
The comic book one, the articulation's kind of
Yeah.
but but it's a good looking figure. I glued the fin on, like the feathered fin on the helmet. That thing would pop off all the time, so I just put a couple drops of glue on it so it'd stay on.
Yeah, Select gives us some big figures for bang for the buck, eh?
Yeah.
Even the newest Hulk, the Rampaging Hulk, there, and they're releasing the Red Hulk on that body.
Oh yeah, this
I
big
mean,
monster.
for what? What do you guys pay down there? $30 for that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're like $25, $26.
Yeah, ours we go anywhere depending on where you buy it, anywhere from 30 to 35. And you know what? That's still a bang for the buck. Like Marvel Legends here are starting to go for closer to $40 and over. So
can't remember if I got that Red Hawk pre-order or not.
I gotta get one of those.
The Watchers finally start showing up. The reissue.
I still got the original in package. I haven't opened that thing.
I think
He's
it's been
such a,
for a long time.
he's such a character. You know, he wasn't really like popular until he died. And what was that?
Oh,
Yeah, where what's his face took his eyeball, and it was like Nick Fury.
yeah, Nick Fury. That's when they retconned like the Nick Fury we always knew.
Yeah, he's like the man on the wall.
He was actually an LMD that being controlled by Nick Fury.
Yeah, I remember that story arc.
And he caught the Watcher's eyes, and he knew everybody's dirty little secrets.
Yeah, $30. I missed it. This thing sold out fast. I missed the pre-order.
How much was it? 40.
$30.
Man, I tell you, their prices are so low, man. It's ridiculous.
I know the amount of plastic you get.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the
This
clean
is what
apps
makes,
and the
like,
stuff
all
is
the price
great.
increases of Marvel Legends seem like ridiculous because this thing is $30 and it's gigantic.
Well, you
They got
figure.
way better paint apps, sculpting, and everything.
Yep.
Well, how many? Just take a Marvel Legends female. She's smaller and she's going for the same price as a Marvel Legends male. How many Marvel Legends females would it take to the amount of plastic in that Hulk right there?
Well, the fist probably has enough plastic to melt down and make a Marvel Legends female.
Well, I think each limb is a Marvel Legends female figure right there. So that's four. That's four right there.
I think each limb would make 2 or 3 Marvel Legends females.
Because that thing's what, about 8 inches, give or take, 8.5.
Yeah, it's about 9. Close to 9.
I'd say it's about a 9-incher.
That's huge.
Yeah, stop share.
I'm glad they started putting like that more articulation on them, because I wish they would reissue a new Juggernaut and just retool some of the articulation on it.
Right here.
Yeah, so you could probably take from the thigh to the knee and maybe make one.
Yep.
The amount of plastic.
Refresh my memory. That the cape. It's gray on the outside or gray on the inside.
Do what now?
Your cape is it's red and gray, but is it
red on the inside and gray on the outside?
Gray on the outside.
Yep. Dom is making me a cape for the original character, and I'm very much appreciative.
Which character?
It's gonna be tricky to get it to lay right and still collapse in front.
Let me get in here. I pull it up.
Here's your cape so far.
Oh, let me blow you up.
That's a joke. These are the cool. It'll be there one day, I swear.
Yeah, but I like the gray though. I like the colors.
Oh, here's your red. If you want to look at it. Come on.
Uh-oh, tack it on the table again.
Oh, I like that combo.
That'll look real good.
Yeah, so it's the inside's going to be a liner, the outside's going to have a seamer 12, and so we'll do the inside flat piece so that you won't be able to see all the seams when you're. Because everybody, all the capes, they're always.
It's going to be.
You're always looking at the inside of them, Nobody ever faces their toys this way, where all the pretty hard work is put in to make it look nice. Everybody's looking at the inside of it, where your seams and the cut and everything is.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna start doing liners.
Was it for the one for that silver one with the helmet?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally hit advanced, and when I start playing a video, like a worker in progress videos, like or something other, I was like, stop. Sorry. Share screen. Yeah, it's gonna be for the one with the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm running dual screens and sharing screen, and I'm looking over like where it's sharing on the live stream. I'm like, where's my cursor? It's on the wrong screen. Yeah, this is gonna be this type of cape here. The gray on the outside, red on the inside.
Yeah, that'll look real good. What base body are you gonna use for that?
Warpath.
Warpath? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, bro. Keep yourself up.
There you go.
Yeah, I found a bunch of these at Ollie's. I bought like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, that's just a great base body. I wish we could get the smooth lower legs.
Yeah, get rid of the tassels. Yeah, you're right.
I got the I'm using for my custom. I'm taking like the Gladiator Hulk Wave, Thor Ragnarok, the Aerie that has like better boots. I cut them down to work with the Warpath legs.
Is that from the bath or is that from the box set?
It's the Aries that came in that way was an updated version of the Bath.
Right.
Some better articulation, had better lower legs.
Yeah.
It had the lower legs from Odin. The Odin Bath.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna make a cape for Puck.
Fuck it.
May as well.
I have absolutely no attachment to this character, but fucking look at him, man.
Is that the bath one, or did that come with the Alpha Flight box set?
I have no idea.
I know there's a slight difference in them. I can't recall what it is. I think the coloring of the P and the new one doesn't have as much paint on the arm hairs and stuff like that, and the leg hairs.
He's definitely got some gray shadowing, some.
Yeah, they cheat.
The hair is actually like cut into it, like
Yeah.
they took a little scalpel and just it's sculpted into it and not out of it.
That might be
And
the
they
bath
just put
one
like a
from
black wash on top of it.
Yeah, you might have the first one they did when it was a bath, because that was the Build-A-Figure for that one X-Men set.
Yeah.
Which I never understood.
Hey, look, you want to come on, baby.
I wish I could. I ended up selling the Emma Frost from that set. Well, actually, ended up selling everything from that set. I wish I kept the Emma Frost now, though.
I still got her.
I wish somebody would cast that torso. Like one of the really good casters. Because they have not used that torso ever since.
I know.
Yeah, that was a good torso. I just wasn't a fan of the ball jointed hips. She had ball jointed hips, right?
Yeah.
It was using the older style. Well, this. Come on.
Like the Black Widow.
Yeah, this style.
Yeah.
It's the Y jointed.
Yeah.
Joint style.
Yeah. Wasn't never a fan of that style of those hips.
No.
So we got the.
So you guys are talking about the whole pinless tech. You think some of these other companies are going to start jumping in on that too?
Man, Mattel already has. They've been doing it for the entire He-Man line.
Yep.
I do believe it is going to be the wave of the future.
Well, the WWE line is going pinless too.
Who?
WWE, The wrestling
Really?
figures,
Yeah, those elite, those newer ones, they're all pinless.
they're
Because
doing
I just
double
picked
jointed.
up one of the.
They upgrading the arms to be double jointed, and they're going pinless.
Because I just picked up a Bobby Lashley that was an elite figure. Because thinking I'm using the head for a couple of different things. Maybe I'll cast the head, but so far everything was pinned. The elbows are pinned, the knees are pinned. But maybe it just got an older version then.
It's
They're still
I don't know
using.
if it's cheaper, but there's a less part count, and less assembly. So they're cheaper to manufacture and they're safer because you can't take them apart. Blah 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 blah. So, man, it's the way of the future. Everything's going to be that way.
Yep.
We're either going to be dyeing them or lucking into the right colors.
Right.
Yeah, and dyeing you can only do so much depending on the color base. Because you can pretty much dye anything black, but dyeing stuff red and stuff like that, it's gonna have to be a white base figure or something.
They're going to make a white Vision or something, and it's going to sell out just constantly.
Yep.
Now here's with the Aries boots on the Warpath leg.
Yeah.
Well, they did it too. It's going to add a little bit of height to the Warpath body. It actually looks less stubby. He's real stocky. You don't really realize how stocky the figure is until you put it next to other figures.
Yeah.
I never ended up getting that figure.
The Warpath.
Yeah.
Reason why I got a few of these for fodder is the same way with Don. Ollie's.
Did you fill in the holes in the shoulders?
And bucks of peas. Yeah, that's super easy though, man. You just wipe some salt down in there, lick your finger a couple times, and wipe it smooth. PSA: don't lick your fingers and wipe it smooth.
Unless you like the taste of epoxy.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
Can't be poisoned.
Yeah, for your health. I use alcohol for it though. It smooths out better than water. In my humble opinion.
So what are we talking, whiskey or vodka?
Does anybody else collect the WWE figures?
Nope.
No.
I
I got out of wrestling when I was fucking in the 90s, like 92.
Yeah. I mainly bought them back in the past for fodder.
Pretty
But
much.
I've gotten here recently where I'm kind of like nostalgia has picked up some like Attitude Era figures here and there. I got cherry pick.
Yeah, me too. I just bought some of my favorite wrestlers. That was it.
Rowdy
I
Roddy
just saw
Piper.
the DX line out now. They had Road Dogg over there, and I think not Shawn Michaels, Triple H for the DX line.
Yeah, I bought a few elites just for custom fodder, and like I said, for me it was just a few of my favorites that I bought just to keep like that.
And they're kind of cool to just keep around too, like that. Oh, like a. The figures a lot of times they'll end up going up in value. Just if you just hang them around with them a little bit, they'll end up being worth a lot.
Yeah.
And my buddy's got I don't know. He started him and his brothers collected everything there wasn't, but he was a big WWF fan, so I had all the figures from WWF, and then eventually went to WWE. I mean, he has like essentially every freaking line since they started, from the big rubber figures down to date.
Wow.
Oh, LJN.
Yeah, he's still into wrestling.
Back during the dark days of Marvel Legends, it's what we had to work with.
Yeah.
Base bodies. I know they normally scale 7-inch, but some of them are made smaller, so they work them in.
Yep.
Yeah, your Wonder Man came out great on the WWE body.
Yep, I made 2 of those. I made one for me, and one I made for Somebody asked me the commission one, and I love how I actually did better on the commission one back when I did commissions.
Yeah.
That was
Commissions? What are those?
I did something really cool with the.
I still get whispers and tells about people wanting me to make them things, even though I have all my bios and everything. I'll say that I'm not accepting commissions at this time. It feels rude. Does it feel rude?
Yes, it is rude. I get it too. When I posted all these Hulk heads, like my work in progress, people were contacting me like, I want to make an order for these. They even mentioned in the contact to me that Roach, you say you don't take commissions, but how come you got so many heads you're working on? Me and some friends. One of my friends actually paid for several of the heads.
You gotta stop doing this, man. If you pull them out too early, you're gonna mess up your gums. Well, I mean, there's not really a whole lot we can do about that. We can shove a cotton ball in it, but I mean, it's something you're gonna have to deal with.
I figure might want
Mute him.
to family stuff talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mute myself probably about 15 times since we've been on this stream because every time I turn around, I'm getting a call from work. I'm like, oh, let me take this and mute it so the guys don't have to listen to all this junk.
There, when your family come in, I muted you for a little bit. So.
I like how Mattel is doing Ultimate Edition lines, $30 more articulation, lots of accessory versus Elite's $20.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Ultimates are nice, and I got two. Only have two so far. I got the Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah.
They're not bad for the Undertaker was definitely they had more budget on Undertaker. He had more accessories. He had more new tooling. The crappy part. Oh, we lost Don. No, Don's here. We lost Montello.
No, I'm here.
My brain wasn't working right. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. He pulled his tooth out.
Ooh. You okay?
Yeah,
I mean they're his baby teeth, but
he's okay. It wasn't that early.
man, I don't know. I did not pull my teeth out when I was growing up.
Oh, I did.
It was man.
I yanked them all out.
My mom would have to be like, hey, and trick me into it. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. They're mine. I want to keep them. They're mine. They're supposed to be there. I'm gonna chew my food.
I remember one tooth. I got loose tooth. I got knocked out with. My dad had a '72 Eldorado Cadillac with 500 big block in it, and I was little when my brother was driving it, and it's one of those cars too. It's 600 pounds of torque. So you can just kick down on it and it'll throw you back, even though it's a front wheel drive car. And I was leaning over the back seat, and he tromped down on it, and I went tumbling in the back, and there went my loose tooth. It was the easiest one to get removed, I think.
Yeah.
No trouble was gotten into that day. Nice old car.
You need to find $1 bill or 4 quarters after he falls asleep. Put that shit in there for him.
Well, I ain't got him. Okay. I got it.
4 quarters.
I got it.
I like the upgrades Nick has been making to their superhero line figures.
Yeah.
They learned a lot from that. It shows they're listening to feedback from the Wave 1 of the Defenders of the Earth to the when they start making different versions of those figures.
Yeah.
They quit painting the joints. They're actually making the hands and stuff out of flesh colored plastic now. The joints too. The heads are no longer the skin tones are actually flesh tone plastic. This is the Defenders of the Earth one. I'm actually using some of the parts from the new one on it. Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
You said that's what they did with that new,
Flash Gordon.
yeah, the Flash Gordon figures, especially with the elbow joints. We're not getting all that rub and stuff.
Yeah, this one, when I took it out of the box, this is the Defenders Earth one. This bicep swivel was seized. Like the paint had like seized up the swivel. So I actually heated up some hot water and popped it off. And actually you can feel it peel off because it stuck. The plastic was.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with like this double jointed. The top of the double jointed elbow was stuck. I actually pulled the pin out and pulled the arm out to unstick it. One of the knees was the same way. I need to fix this boot here doesn't seat properly. I bet there's flashing on that stem.
That's usually what it is on the average. I've seen that on a lot of Marvel Legends where it's not seating properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Only issue with the new one I had was on the unmasked head, a little bit of the hair color comes out on the face. I'm just going to take a Q-tip with some of the Winsor Newton and just rub that off right quick.
Plug.
Are we talking about NECA toys?
I need to go ahead and just get me like an Amazon link and every time it's in the description every time I talk about Winsor Newton.
Telling you.
What do they call it? Affiliated links. My buddy actually bought these enlarged Toy Biz heads from Onyx Customs for me to paint up.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that told me about the Winsor Newton. When I ordered it, he was like, "You ordered the giant one?" I was like, "That's gonna take you forever to use up." Nah, I'll use it up.
I got it in my Amazon cart.
The stuff was great.
Got that and a bunch of other stuff in my cart, so eventually I can make the honey badger and stuff like that. But I'm just waiting because we finally decided to break down and get the kid a pet. But she wanted. We can't have a dog in the apartment. I'm allergic to cats, so she wanted a mouse. I'm like, nope. She wanted a hamster. I'm like, nope. And so I was like, I'll go with a guinea pig since they're bigger, but I'm not getting anything super tiny because I know you're gonna lose it. It's gonna be burrowing into my damn couch.
Oh,
yeah. Rabbits aren't too bad.
Yeah, rabbits ain't too bad, but the guinea pigs, I figured, that's about as small as I'm gonna go, and I don't want anything too big. But I know there's variations on those guinea pigs, so I had to research the actual breed because some of them could get up to damn 16 inches long, and I was like, nope, I don't want some oversized rats in my house. The ones I'm getting are gonna be about 6 inches max out.
So you can scale them with Marvel Legends.
Exactly. You can get them a little saddle and do some ACBA with them riding my guinea pigs.
Yikes.
That can be the honey badger that hangs around with honey badger.
Yep.
Dad, he's my pet.
Mom, Dad's put the hard.
Won't give me back Mr. Bitey.
Oh, my girl would just be like, that's your damn dad. You know how he is.
It's like that story where the dad doesn't want a dog, and then they just sit there and love each other all day.
Yep.
A man and his gerbil.
I've been trying to get a dog, but it's like where we're at, and I get it. He's had bad experiences, my landlord, and he's 87. He lives right next door to me. But as much as he takes care of me and keeps everything up to date on this house and everything, I can't complain. So I'll take it. But eventually, we're moving to Wisconsin, and by then, we'll get a dog.
I was initially planning on using this head for my hard case, but man, it's like I'll probably end up using the head from the version 1 Flash Gordon and repaint, since I'm going to have to repaint it anyway.
Yeah.
Flesh tones. I'm just going to use this head, which has the raw plastic skin tone,
right?
Which will be better on the Defenders Earth one.
How do you feel about NECA figures? You know, back when I was collecting, I got two old ones, the Raziel and the Alucard. You remember those from like, was it Ready Player One or what was the name of it?
Assassin's Creed.
Player Select.
Now
Something like
the older NECA figures are
Yeah.
absolutely fragile figures, no question. These are so much better, and the ones after the Defenders of the Earth, they've made improvements since then.
Are those actually through NECA?
These are NECA,
Well, what
I
about
would,
the Guardians?
and I would. These are so nice. I want to see them get more comic book properties, independent properties. Magnus the Robot Fighter, Solar Man the Atom, Torok the Dinosaur Hunter would be awesome on these bodies.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they
I
first
wish they
start
would have had the
using
die
bodies?
cut though.
Do what now?
Didn't they
I wish
start
they would
using?
have.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
I was saying when they first started using those bodies, wasn't it in those 2-packs with the what's it called? The DC DC
The
and the Alien Predator.
Aliens versus Predator, Batman versus Predator, Superman versus Aliens bodies.
And
Yeah,
the Green Lantern versus a Sinestro Corpse
Predator. Yeah.
Yeah, those are. See what I mean? Like back then, you have to spend all that money on a 2-pack, right?
I would have, and they ended up being something to do with the licensing issue. They couldn't release them out in like general releases, so they had to be SDC exclusives.
Yeah,
And
so
those sold out. So they did sell them after SDC on their. I think you had a lot of it. You had a pre-order on their site and pick up there before. Oh, I'm sorry. So I was reading the private chat. It's like, I have wizard. Let me in. That's cold.
All I wanted was to return to my friends.
Damn, I didn't even see all those. There's like 9 of them.
What do you think about NECA's articulation overall? I imagine they're funky and lack range of motion. These are actually really good. Now, I will say the shoulders are a little tight. They, like, especially with this one, he's got these shoulder pads on the arms. It's going to, but you can get almost 90 degrees out.
Not bad.
They don't have thigh cuts, right?
It's kind of like a mix between what McFarlane does and what Master Universe Classics were.
Oh, okay.
They have a thigh swivel up top, but it's only like a partial swivel.
Yeah.
You get pretty good movement out of it.
that's what I'm saying. He does the job, right?
Oh yeah, plus you got boot cuts on these, so he does everything you need it to do.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You have
You
a
can
full
kick forward. Yep, there you go.
You have a full 360 on the thigh swivel. Are you not going to really turn the leg around?
If you extend the leg out, you can actually get a full 360 on the thigh swivel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
The only reason it doesn't, when it's down, it just collides with the crotch piece.
As it should.
And the double
Just
joint.
like butterfly joints would probably be really good.
Yeah, that's about the only thing they're lacking is butterfly joints. The range of
Yeah.
motion is good. Yab crunch goes forward real well and back.
I was always so disappointed in NECA figures. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the paint's there and the sculpting's there, but the plastic was always just straight up garbage and gummy. And
Yeah, you know the joints. The joints used to be like almost like like that translucent plastic.
Yeah.
They're brittle, man.
They would break.
One of the issues with the Wave 1 Defenders figures. They painted all the joints, and which made everything stick.
But I have Goliath and I have the Phantom, and I don't have any complaints. I mean, I
Goliath,
wish they gave me the wings that folded down wings, but other than that, the joints and everything is good.
The Defenders of Earth and Gargoyle line. People don't, if they're thinking about old NECA, well, the figures being fragile, and that's not the case with the new stuff. But so they're good figures.
How do they scale?
Oh, they scale pretty good, man. My Goliath fits in really good with all my other stuff.
No, I
Good
mean
universe reminds me of the DC line that McFarlane brought back. The DC Essentials. Yeah, they're very much the scale of DC Essentials, but they don't have that weird lanky proportions that DC Essentials had. Like
So
the DC Essentials seemed like their arms were too long.
so those are too big to scale with Marvel Legends, huh?
Yeah. My buddy Guts from Foosh, the one who brought some of these heads for me, he actually was really good about cutting down those Essentials figures to fit Legends.
Yeah.
Short limbs and stuff. Oh, he meant the articulation on the horror and movie properties. Yeah, those are pretty limited. Yeah, the action figure lines, they're great, but their movie ones, they are very limited. But the RoboCops were great. I never had any issues with the RoboCop ones.
The one thing
I got the Ed 209. I got RoboCop 1 and 3.
Hey, have anybody run across the new Superboy figure?
Nope.
Which
I've
one?
seen one at a store up here, but the guy wants too much for it. So
Which Superboy figure are you talking about?
the new one, the DC Future State?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I need his head.
I'm trying to think of what it looks like right now.
You mean the Batman with his ears showing? The Batman with the Future State, the one with his ears showing?
No, I need the Superboy from that line.
Oh,
the kid when they aged him up.
Yeah.
The new Superman, basically.
Yeah, the figure looks really good, man. The figure, like, contrary to what people think about the character of Jonathan right now.
I loved Jonathan when he was a kid.
Yeah, I like him.
I enjoyed reading Super Sons with him and
Damien.
But they decided they wanted to make Jonathan a teenager, then age him up to be an adult.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that DC Essentials, the 2-pack of Jonathan and Damien?
Yeah, that 2-pack is worth some money. I got the set, but I'm not going to sell it because it's the only one we'll ever have is Kid Jonathan.
I have that set too. I never opened mine yet.
Dude, that thing's probably worth about $300 or something like that.
Seriously?
At least 200, I'd say.
Dom Mamu, I've come to bargain.
You remember the first Mezco Punisher?
Yeah.
The one with the white body armor? I gave that to a guy I was working with because he was a huge Punisher fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I messaged him the other day. I was like, look, dude, whatever's whatever, but that thing's going for like $500.
I heard.
If I see that shit on eBay, I'm not going to be mad at you.
Now you tell them there will come a day I will call upon you and you will answer.
I've learned my lesson over the years. Like, if a figure is bringing a lot of, especially the way they reissue stuff now, if it's bringing a lot of money, sell it. I don't do it all the time, but a lot of times I will, because I didn't do that with Magic. I wish I had that, like the box set from the STC box set Magic.
Yeah.
She was going for like $300 at one time, almost 300 at least.
Hold on, you talking about Magic, the one in her armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the SDC box set, though.
Don't know what you're talking about.
As soon as they came out with the Walgreens one, you can't give that figure away now.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it always happens.
Yep. So I ended up selling the Puckway figures because they were bringing a lot of money. It's like, hell, I'll just sell it. Something told on that set too. Something told me in the back of my mind too. They just did. The Sasquatch, they're bound to be going to be doing a box set. That's when they start doing the box set for a little while. And I'm glad I did because I sold the original Puck for $150.
God,
Yep.
But that paid for your whole box set.
Yep. That paid for the whole box set.
That was the bath one, right?
Yep. The bath one actually has a smaller head too.
People went freaking crazy.
I only got 2 figures from that wave, and that's that Sabretooth and the Wolverine. Because I wanted to get my hands on that Cyclops. That's the only Cyclops I don't have.
I ended up selling all those figures. I ended up selling like all my Cyclops variants except for a few of them because they were all going crazy like for a while. But yeah, I don't need it. I like the Jim Lee Cyclops. That's the one I wanted.
That's all I want, man. A decently priced one though.
I would say we're going to get a new one with the new morph body.
I hope so because I really want one. Like I've been slowly collecting and building my Jim Lee X-Men.
I'm willing to bet the cell shaded one they'll do a Cyclops using that morph body.
Or got that one on order. I'm taking that cell shading off because that cell shading has been garbage so far. But I didn't want it for cell shading anyway. I just wanted to look.
Yeah, I need to pick up.
I wasn't real impressed with the head sculpt. It doesn't really look like morph. It looks like a generic head.
Yeah, it is pretty bad, man. That Jubilee don't look like Jubilee unless you do the one with her glasses up.
Yeah, because they got one with the glasses up, and then they got one where you can put on the cell shaded glasses or the translucent glasses.
Yeah. The best one out of the set so far is Wolverine. I dread seeing what Storm and Rogue gonna look like.
The helmet hair for Rogue. Oh my gosh. It does not look like floating hair. It looks like a big helmet.
Yeah, there's this one lady I follow, man, on Instagram. She does like recustomize. She sculpts hair and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She made that thing look amazing.
It's not Christina, is it? Conan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she is the top game, man.
I'm trying to pick her brain, man, if she'll answer me.
It's hard to get her to answer, man.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna step out. My phone is about to die.
That's a likely excuse.
We release you.
Thank you.
Remember,
for that.
if you need me back, just hit up that dinner bell. I'll come running.
We just got to say your name 3 times. So
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
thank you. Enjoyed having you on.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of her stuff. She does pretty good work, man. She's up there in the top 10, in my opinion.
Like her makeup, her
She's
eyes.
the top tier customizer.
Yep.
I used to chat with her all the time.
Oh, somebody's bragging.
Yeah, I know she had some issues going on, personal stuff, so she was last year into this year, so she's kind of getting back into it again.
Yeah.
I need her help with my eyes, and I need her help with my flipping hair sculpting.
A lot of people use that Procreate stuff for hair, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
think she uses it.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently if you do like a different mixture, like not 50-50, you're supposed to do like 75-25.
Yeah, and it makes it more malleable. You can do the same thing with green stuff though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a 70-30 mix, and you get basically it's literally like soft rubber. Because I made some wraps for an Iron Fist, and I actually literally just unraveled them off the Iron Fist the other day.
Wow.
Oh shit! No, really.
And they kept their shape, but they're like soft plastic.
Because I know she uses that, and then that guy Mike De La Paz, he uses Procreate for all the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he makes those figures look lifelike.
Yeah, he does, and he does some pretty good ACBA work too.
That's what I used a lot of Procreate too, like on a lot of the drips and stuff on Sludge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's real easy to work with, making like those little shapes. So basically, like I'd work on it so long, then I like all the leftovers. I'd make like little leftover small drips, and I end up next day after he's set, I glue them onto the figure, then a little extra sculpt, blend it in.
I did see a guy who did a tutorial on how you can mix certain ones to make like new compounds. Like he'll do he does green stuff and Abe's Fix It Sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a really good compound. Or you can, if you want something, he does Abe's Fix It Sculpt and Milliput.
I used to use Milliput. It's actually pretty good stuff on its own.
Yeah.
I bought some. I've never used it. No.
So Milliput, you got. Milliput works well if you know how to. You got to learn how to work Milliput.
Yeah,
If
because that's
not,
what I
Milliput
used
works.
for a while. Because I got on the Milliput because of Glenn Webb.
Mhm. That
Uh,
stuff drives like concrete. You ain't breaking unless you got a hammer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it's hard like that too. Fix it's go.
Mhm.
Me,
Because that Bizarro I did, I took it to a show, and the biceps and everything are sculpted with Milliput, and this dude knocked it off the shelf, and I'm talking like it's a 6-foot high shelf,
Ooh.
and it smashed into the concrete, and I'm sitting here like, oh no! I picked it up, I'm like, holy crap! Nothing, not a chip.
Wow.
Yeah, that Milliput's like a rock once it's set.
we got the boots pretty well about done.
But hey, if y'all know any good eye painting techniques, please impart knowledge.
I got a tutorial on the channel.
Oh, well, damn. Oops.
Yeah, it's in the earlier feeds.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna give you a hard time.
It's okay. I live for these things.
Yeah, that is
I
just
did one
doing
when I
his.
was working on the Prime, the last Prime figure. I made
Mhm.
a tutorial on the paint knives.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do like he's doing now. He's using the water slides.
Yep.
I refuse.
I'm working on like getting them scaled just right. I've been experimenting.
You refuse water slides?
Right now, I use them on my Gundams and stuff like that, but I refuse right now. I just want to have that skill, so I'm forcing myself to learn things.
Yeah, no matter how much knowledge you have, it's always a bitch to make nice, man.
I just
Mhm.
advanced my RFM view. Just had a reminder. He's coming.
Oh God.
Oh, I
Are
was
you-
going to ask you, Jared, if that new Thor that comes with the Ravens, I know I'm not really a fan of the look of him, but wouldn't he?
He was a Herald of Galactus.
Yeah, that was the look he had when he was a Herald, right?
Yeah.
So
Did I just sell that figure to you?
that's already on pre-order.
Me and him are always pushing each other, right?
I like that wave. It's an all comic book wave. I can't get over like some of these. Like, are you really fans of Marvel or something like that? When the people were like bitching about that wave, it's like, I don't like this wave. It's like, I don't know what they were complaining about. It's like getting closer to finishing out the New Warriors with Speedball.
Yeah. Plus, you got the Maria Hill and Quake.
Brand new Maria Hill on the good body. We get an updated Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
But not only the better body, but still better than the previous one.
Yeah.
I really need a Victoria
that team too?
That's a good looking wave of figures.
Was Firestar on that team for a while, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they already got the Firestar out there.
I bought two so I can have one for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and the New Warriors.
Yeah, because I know she was an X-Men for a while, so that's why I picked her up to put her in my X-Men collection.
Need to grab a Big Hero 6 too.
That's Ultimate Macho Man coming out.
The Ultimates are really nice. They have the diaphragm joint. Instead of the ab crunch, they got diaphragm joints and butterfly joints.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing the Ultimates have over top of standard WWE figures now.
What, the ab crunch?
The diaphragm joint and the butterfly joints.
Oh, okay.
And they got toe hinges too. They got 3 points of articulations. Well, they just replaced the ab crunch with the. But they got the toe hinges, diaphragm joint, and diaphragm joints are the way to go. I think.
Well,
yeah, they are.
You know what though? You know one thing, that because they have the butterfly joints and the diaphragm joints, they're going to be easy to pull apart as well.
Oh yeah. Yep. But with the there's right behind the computer in the grab. Oh.
Because some of the other ones they got interchangeable parts, right?
Yep, the Ultimates do have interchangeable parts. You can actually, some of them come with like jackets you put on.
Yeah.
So the arms are actually meant to attach.
No, my man, bring out the cane and the Undertaker.
So you can just pop the arms out of the butterfly joints.
Yeah.
I gotta pick me up one of those $15 rocks from
So what you can actually
Walmart.
do, like one of the storylines back in the day, you had Undertaker pretend to be Kane,
Yeah.
Mhm.
take the arm out, take the tattooed arm with Undertaker.
Hey, the rocks are $15.
Yeah, the Fast and the Furious wave for whatever reason they're $15 at Walmart right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Hollywood series,
Mm-hmm.
they overship that's I don't know if they overpacked the Rock or something other in that set. Everybody wants the Roddy Piper They Live figure. So they keep ordering new cases and we end up getting more and more of the
I just want to make
John Cena and The Rock.
I just want to make a roadblock out of it.
But too bad they don't. Vin Diesel didn't get a contract WWE, or Dom can finally make his Fast and Furious Dom.
I already got the parts. I got Luke Hobbs done, but now they have a Luke Hobbs, so
Doing Hobbs' show.
What was dumb with the Luke Hobbs figure in the Hollywood series, they didn't give him his normal look. They actually gave him like the 5 minutes when he wore his shirt around his waist like a skirt. Like
Yeah.
mullet look.
Yep.
It's like,
because I guess that was based on the Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Oh, you talking about when he went to the island?
anybody know any other YouTubers that do like tutorials on hair sculpting?
Man, I can't find any.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't share customizing stuff.
I can find stuff all day on miniatures.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is look up the guys that do the custom hair for Warhammer.
Yeah, or like any kind of like accessory, like soft sculpt stuff for miniatures.
Mm-hmm. That community shares like crazy, man. Our community is like everything needs to be close to the chest for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And miniatures. Have you seen how much minis sell for?
Miniatures are actually more popular than customizing action figures.
Right, dude.
Henry Cavill like customizes Warhammer stuff.
I mean, people pay big money for you to paint their armies for them, but you don't see people in the miniatures. We don't see people in that community trying to step on each other's toes. But for whatever reason, our group is like, nah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You ever notice some people, like when you're on Facebook and whatnot, and somebody posts one of their customs, you get maybe 2 or 3 people asking them, "What's the recipe?" And it's almost like they're avoiding the question.
Yeah.
They're answering other people's questions, but they're not answering the recipe question. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you know what? Like, most people who collect Marvel Legends or whatever can look at it and basically get an idea of what you did. So, like, I mean, why are you hiding it for?
Yeah, and if you do use somebody's, there is a bad habit people taking recipes and taking credit for them too, though.
Oh, that I know. Well, it's happened to you.
Yeah. But share screen. You're talking about doing eyes. These are water slides. I was experimenting with them.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get the sizes right. This is my smallest size I currently have printed out, which is great for big heads. I'm trying to get the right size for smaller heads.
That looks great, though.
Yeah, it does look good on there.
You wouldn't even tell that it's water slide.
It turned out really well. Just got to get my scaling right for different head sizes.
Oh, hey, Jared, I forgot to ask you. Are you friends? Did my cousin and you become friends on Facebook yet?
I know he's on Instagram. I can't remember if he's on Facebook or not.
Okay, I was gonna say he wanted me to ask you if you could send him a link to those figures.
Which one? Which figures?
The knockoff Hulk and Juggernaut, where you order them from.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
order.
yeah. There's a link too in like each of the reviews.
He ain't gonna look at that. He's lazy.
Well, if he watches the giveaway video, it's I put the review link in there too. No, I'm just kidding. I'll see them tell him. Trying to get views up, man. Ever since Sharmus did the review on it, my traffic to my Juggernaut review just died.
When he did the Juggernaut review?
Yeah, Sharmus reviewed the KO Juggernaut.
Yeah, he broke the leg on it.
He actually kind of built up the hype on that figure, and other YouTubers started buying it. I don't know.
Yeah, my cousin, he got that. Remember when Cyclonus first came out, the new one for what was it, the movie series? I guess.
Yeah.
He had got it, and that one guy that I can't remember what that the dude is from China that always gets the stuff before everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Is it China or the Philippines?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Prime versus Prime.
Yeah, so my cousin actually got it before him. He said Prime versus Prime was actually hitting him up, trying to figure out how he got it.
Oh, really?
And he's like, I don't know, it just shipped to me early, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the same thing happened to him. He did his review, and then as soon as Prime versus Prime got it and did his, no traffic.
Yeah.
The algorithm does not like you unless you've been here.
Well, Jared was the first one to ever review that figure.
Yeah.
What's the Juggernaut?
Yeah, the KO Juggernaut.
That's how I found it.
Right,
I never knew anybody had it on there.
I'm gonna research how we buck this algorithm.
I got my Flash Gordon Series 1 for $15 deal. That's good, dude. I think Buck's good for Jim Lee Magneto. Actually, yeah. Just check your joints and stuff. Like I said, that version 1 Magneto, it had some stuck. I mean, not Magneto. Now call it Magneto. That version 1 Flash, mine had some stuck joints because of the paint where they put it on the joints. But once you break it free, it's fine.
You can use a little bit of mineral spirits. Or mineral oil, not mineral spirits, but yeah, like
you get some like a plastic safe lubricants too. Like I use this for it's used for gears on RC cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
what,
use vegetable glycerin.
A lot of people use the heat method. Like heating up joints. But I find that what I've done in the past, when it comes to paint, such like what we're talking about, the NECA figures, they usually paint the joints. Marvel Select was doing that too for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And the trick I did is I put it in the freezer.
That's what I used to do with the DC Universe Classics figures too. They used to do that for stuck hips.
Yeah, because of the paint, right? So put them in the freezer. Once they're all frozen up, and as soon as you move that joint, you just hear the paint break.
Oh, it just becomes brittle.
Yeah.
You just want to can't. It's been a while since in it. It's like is it a fast jerk or is it slow movement? You want to break it?
Yeah, I just moved it normally, and usually you would hear the little crack of the paint. Right?
Okay. It's been a long time since I've done the freezer method. I always did that with the DC stuff. Yep, there you go. Traxxas silicone shock oil.
Yep. That's it. Shock oil. Yep.
I got the shoes ready to be sealed. Maybe a little touch up here and there with the black. But I got the Mexico style Hulk with the clothing that Don made. It's going to be cool.
Which body is that?
That's the 80th anniversary Hulk body.
So that's like the one I.
That looks good. And no pink bunny slippers.
No. I just need to make a buckle for it. It's really cool. He did the belt as a magnet.
Oh, sweet.
So I just need to make a fake buckle for it for the front.
Oh, see, that's a good idea. I have to use that
commission
the belts.
I'm about to commission this man to make me some clothes.
Is that a neoprene belt, or what is that belt made out of?
It feels almost like know if it's artificial leather or actual real leather.
Oh, by the way, while we're waiting, anybody got a good idea on a 3D printer I can get?
I have no clue about for 3D printers right now. That
Hello?
I could not help you with my friend.
Oh, okay.
You gotta buy one?
Yeah, I need to buy one.
I'll ask my girlfriend's brother because he's like a 3D print guru.
Okay.
So he
Are you-
probably would know one of the best models to get out there at the best prices and shit.
You need to shoot me a message on Facebook, but that's cool.
All right.
Yeah,
You
me
can
too.
you can hit me up on my personal, Keon.
Cool.
If you're friends with Jared or Dom, I'm on there.
I'm rarely on Facebook. I'm mostly on here and Instagram. I only go on Facebook like once a week, I think.
Oh, well, if you go on Instagram, it's fine too. Just hit up the Gobi then.
Cool.
I got Dagobi's information in the description below.
Yeah,
But I have to wait till we.
Yeah.
I just need to get at least.
I'll ask her brother. He's like he does all the 3D printing because her brother also owns a company. He does D&D books and shit and do like all the laser printing and stuff. And he handles all their 3D printing process. So he's like their 3D print master.
Yeah, I just want to print some heads and weapons, man. That's all I need. I can find bodies all day. It's just I need decent head sculpts.
I know. To me, I don't know a lot about 3D printing, but if you want decent heads and parts, resin's the way to go.
Resin?
Yep, resin printer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they have a better quality, don't they? And you don't get all the lining in it and everything.
Exactly.
How strong is the resin usually?
You gotta have when you do the resin, you gotta have like a curing machine that hardens it.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you right off exactly how hard it is, but the quality is so much better than PLA printing.
Okay.
In PLA, you get a lot of lining in it, don't you?
Yep. Your material is basically like a string, like in a roll, like a cable, plastic.
Yeah.
And it's melting injection type thing.
Okay.
Printing it in layers, so you get those serration lines.
Resin it is.
This guy Steven says he has a JG maker, but it's small.
Yeah. But
Gee, I think I saw those JGs.
he said the same thing. Like resin would work for custom figures.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got a couple that 3D prints that I got from a guy, and some of them are PLA, and then some of them are the one we were just saying where it doesn't come up with all the stuff on there, the resin.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's just I'm tired of having to order stuff because I'm working on a Dawn custom. The GI. I don't know if y'all know who the female Snake Eyes is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working on her, and I had to order some heads. So I'm just waiting on the guy to ship the stuff, and I ordered because Venom costs so much. I had an extra body lying around, so I had a guy just 3D print me a head for Venom. But I'm gonna have to do some sanding because it's got the grainy lines.
Yeah.
It's a pain, man. Your fingers are gonna hurt because I already had 2 or 3. I had to like get all those lines off them, and it wasn't easy. Some of them lines go pretty deep sometimes.
Okay.
And then I had to sculpt over with
Yeah.
some of them because the lines were too damn deep in there, and then all of a sudden it was uneven, so I had to resculpt it with the epoxy sculpt.
Okay. Yeah, Dawn Moreno's. That's her, man. Yep, female Snake Eyes, man. I'm gonna give her more. The order calls for a Bashojo look, so I don't know if y'all seen that statue.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna get more heat on the Joe forms because she's gonna be curvy too.
Well, if they got a problem with like women look like women, that's their problem.
It's epoxy cones.
God, man, that just blew my mind. I tried to approach the fact that I tried to talk to the guy, and he still came back with some venom.
It's all kinds, but if you don't like it, don't.
Like what you
ain't gotta look at it if you don't like it.
Right. The thing is, somebody paid me for it, so get on with it.
But it's And not to make a certain political thing on there, but it's kind of like one of those things. A friend of mine posted like it's today or yesterday. Before we get in an argument with somebody about like gun control laws, ask them what AR stands for. If they say what you think is wrong, automatically just avoid the conversation.
Yeah, I can agree with it.
Once people realize guns don't kill people, people kill people, then we'll be better off.
One of the cult leader killed like 900 people with poison Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to boycott Kool-Aid.
Yep.
I mean, technically, man, everything can kill you, dude. Too much oxygen can kill you. Anything can be fatal.
Oh.
Yeah.
If a person wants you gone, guess what's gonna happen?
Yep.
What that one guy say, man? If there was two people left on the planet, one of them dudes is gonna want the other one dead at some point.
Pretty much.
Well, people can do more damage with a vehicle than they can a firearm a lot of times.
Yeah. I've seen it many times. People, the way they drive, especially here in Chicago, man, everybody thinks they're damn speed. They think they're like they belong on Fast and Furious and Tokyo Drift.
NASCAR go fast.
Our buddy up north can really testify to that. Dom?
Yeah.
Brampton?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You want to explain that?
Yeah.
Hey, also, Jared,
you guys don't know the story of Brampton.
Oh, my bad.
Worst city to drive in. And I drive in it every day.
Like, it used to be fun to drive here in Chicago, but man, now that we got overpopulated, you got so many different driving styles from around the world and around the country, it's a mess, man. You literally got to watch everybody you're next to.
Hey, man, at least you ain't got to drive on the Autobahn.
Well, you know what, though?
Hey, I went there in Germany, but driving on the Autobahn is safer than driving here in the States.
It is.
Are you kidding me? God dang.
No, it's safe. Trust me, it's a lot safer. I mean, the cruising, you can cruise at 100 miles an hour, but guess what? I mean, I've been on the Autobahn. And I had no fear. Everybody, like if people are coming up on you behind you and you're going slow, they'll flash you way the hell out. So you'll see them in your rear views. You move over, they go past you.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to hear something? My one of my old bosses from past job, he was he's Italian, right? So he was in Italy, and he had a cousin in Germany, and his cousin came. They ended up driving over, and he said as they were on the Autobahn, all he saw was they were driving. I forget how fast they were going. They were going pretty quick, but obviously not quick enough. All he saw was a set of lights coming up behind them and started high beaming them, and then it ended up being a cop, and the cop was in a BMW M5. So the cop pulls up beside him and with his hand started telling him move faster or get off.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Well, because you figure on the average, most people, they got a lot of supercars in that neck of the woods. So average person is cruising about 100 to 150 miles an hour. That's just cruising speed.
Right.
Well, you know what it is, though, right? The people that are going that fast, if they got to switch lanes and go around you, that can lose control.
Yeah, it'll cause a wreck because they can lose control at that point.
That's right.
Exactly.
So if you're going in a straight line and they're going at that speed, everything's fine. But if they got to go around you,
I've experienced like coming up on like somebody going way too damn slow.
Yeah.
You guys about to blow up and stop in the road just to keep from hitting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that here all the time. We got like Lakeshore Drive, which is 4 lanes. So, the left 2 lanes are dedicated for faster traffic, even though it's only 40 to 50 miles an hour on the average. Most people are cruising 60, 70. But you get these people, and they, instead of being in the 2 far right lanes, they'll be in those 2 fast lanes, and I'm coming up on them at like 60, 70 miles an hour. And then, everybody behind me is doing the same. So then we got to slow down, and then like we're honking the horns. And finally, they're like, they may or may not move over because they want to be asses. And then finally, they may move over, and then we can go. But it's like, the other 2 lanes are way open. Just if you're going to cruise the normal speed limit, just stay in the 2 lanes.
Yeah, see, everyone's like Dragon Eyes is saying right here. It's true. There's no accidents. people think when you drive fast that causes people to get into accidents. No, you can drive fast as long as you know how to drive. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the people that don't. Sometimes it's the slow cars that cause the accidents. Like
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're traveling even on a regular freeway, they always say leave at least the left lane. Leave the left lane for passing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Then you got those asshats that are in the left lane cruising at like maybe speed limit, maybe less, and then you get everybody who's trying to go around them. And once that starts to happen, you can bet that somebody's going to lose patience and end up getting into an accident.
Because everybody's gonna try darting around, and nobody's gonna be paying attention because it's me first, and then that's when the accident happens.
Yep.
Yeah, if you think about it, a lot of freeways are mainly just 3 lanes. You got the center lane, you got the right lane, which is usually to come, if you're giving access to people who are getting on and off the highway. Okay, the middle lane is basically the cruising lane, or people are coming in from the right lane to the middle lane, and then you got the people that are either going, going quick, or they're trying to pass. Once those people in the left lane start to go over to the middle lane, then you got the people that are merging onto the highway going into the middle lane. Something's going to happen sooner or later. That's why leave the left lane for the people who want to go.
Yep.
There's too many people who want to use that left lane as like the driving lane.
No, that's what the middle lane is for. Like, people just don't get the concept, right? It's like you got somebody like over here. We'll say 100 kilometers. I know you guys are in miles, or so it's 60 miles. But a normal freeway, the fixed speed limit is 100 kilometers, 60 miles an hour. Okay.
Yep.
So that's just, you know what I mean. That those are the people that they just want to go 100 and they don't want to go any faster. Stay in that damn middle lane then. But no, what do? They go over to the left lane, and then people are trying to fly at 140. You know what I mean? It's like,
I've said that for years. This needs to start happening in the United States.
Yep. And then, like, every state you go to, it's differences on our drive. Like, when I lived in Minnesota for those 2 years, they have the shortest on and off ramp sections. You literally only have like maybe 20 yards to get on or off. Yeah. And they have this whole thing where they're supposed, if you just merge, like, everybody one in, one out, one in, one out. They don't do that. Everybody is like trying to get in at the same time. It's like by far one of the worst states I've driven in. Even worse than Italy. And Italy was bad. I lived in Italy for 3 years. It was terrible driving up there.
I was just thinking about like one thing I can't stand. So you get people panic coming off an exit ramp and they just blow up and stop in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've had that happen. That's how they are in Minnesota. They will literally stop dead in there because they're trying to barrel off to the off ramp, which is not too far away from the on ramp. And then, they're trying to cut in, and these people are trying to get on, and it was a mess. So I always never even bothered. I would just stay in the far left lane, bypass it all, and exit on a section like, a mile away from where I knew traffic was a lot less prevalent, and I didn't have to worry about everybody jumping on and off, and I would get off on a single lane off ramp.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was talking about Brampton here. I send Jared pictures, random
all pictures. Wrecks on that road all the time.
Like, I mean, we're talking about, like, you look at the picture and you just have to you're scratching your head saying how. Okay, yeah. This is like a two lane street, and you got somebody facing the opposite direction. Another neighbor. I can't even think about the pictures that I've sent. Sometimes, I'm driving all day on the road, right? So it's like, all you see is this, I'll send a picture, say only in Brampton, and I got Jared scratching his head saying, what the hell's going on there? It's like, oh man.
That's how it was in Italy. It was terrible when I was over there. They have the expresso called the Tangenziale, and I was coming home from the base. I was out drinking with everybody. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And luckily, I was just cruising because there was like nobody out on the road. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I think I was doing like 60, 70 kilometers, give or take. And then I saw something up in the distance, so I started slowing down. There was 15 cars all wrecked and all over a 4-lane highway.
Oh, wow.
So I had to like weave around all these cars, and I was like, what the hell? A couple of them were flipped on the sides. A couple of them were, upside down. they were all banged up, but I couldn't find any people. So I was like, well, what the hell? So I drove through all that, like parked like a half a mile away and like off to the side on a ditch, and then I walked back and I couldn't find anybody. There was like no bodies around. So then like the cops showed up and they're like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. I just came through here and all these cars are here, but there's no bodies. So I don't know if everybody just decided to leave their fucking cars in the expressway and go home.
Maybe it was like some kind of artwork.
I don't know, man. But Italy, that's how it was. There was two types of accidents. You had your totals and your fatalities. It's the two type of accidents you had there.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm. I seen some. Everybody's like, "Oh, it can't be that bad." I was like, they take a 4-lane highway and they'll turn it into 6 lanes. The amount of time I spent on traffic, and it's like you'll see all these cars, and you know who to watch out for in Italy because they made it part of our briefing when we moved there. They were like, you'll see these cars that are banged up on all 4 sides. These people will literally ram you or will cut you off and make you hit them so they can collect on insurance money.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of fraud going on over here too. That's mainly a lot of the accidents here in Brampton. Like I said, is that it is just stupid. Like people who don't know how to drive because they're basically paying for their license, and other ones are insurance scams. So,
is it like regular asphalt up there?
Yeah.
Because in Italy, they have so much surplus fucking marble, they throw it into the mixture in the asphalt. Marble.
That's some slippery shit.
Yeah, so you have to have different tires. So if you bring your cars from the States over to Italy, you got to buy the tires from over there because they're made to grip that better over there because they'll put like a lot of seashells and a lot of marble into the mixture.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
Oh man, I was trying to get out of Italy after a year and a half of my first tour there, and they're like, nope. And I'm like, I'll go back to a ship, which usually if you say you go back to a ship, they'll transfer you like the next day. They wouldn't release me for crap. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I even volunteered to go back into the fleet and they still won't release me out of here.
At least you ate well.
Oh, I ate like a king, man. But man, after a year and a half, it's so slow over there. Everything's like, oh, take it easy. Don't rush. I'm like, I'm from Chicago. We like to do things fast. And then being in the military, you constantly got to do things fast. So it's like I get over there and it's like, oh, take it easy. Don't worry about it. We can do it like in an hour. I'm like, no, we got to have this briefing done in 30 minutes. We don't have an hour. Oh, it's okay. Siestas and all the other stuff. Like when I was in Spain, most of the stores were all closed and we're just getting off the ship. And I'm like, where can we go eat? Oh, it's siesta time. We don't open for 2 more hours. Like, are you kidding me? Siesta? I always thought that was like a joke. It's an actual real thing over there.
Oh, yeah.
The Dom's family is Italian, and he drives me nuts. Sends all these pictures of all these great homemade meals. It's like, damn it, I want some of that.
Yeah, it's like literally when you go out to dinner in Italy, you're there for 3-4 hours.
Yeah, but can I tell you something?
Sitting at a meal because they'll bring out the first course and then they'll bring out the appetizers and then they'll bring out the second course and then appetizers and the third course. I went one day, I think we were there 5 hours and I was like, I can't eat anymore. They're like, oh, we got to eat. And I was like, well, you guys keep eating, I'm drinking.
Yeah, you know what's funny though is that like I know this it's there's a couple of comedians that did skits about this, but it's true. Like you go to like a real home Italian restaurant, and you get there and then they bring you out some drinks, they bring you out some like fresh bread, they'll bring you out cheese, olives, some cold, those cured meat, cold cuts and stuff like that. And you're
prosciutto.
Yeah, you're sitting there, salami, the cup of cola, all that stuff, and you sit there, you're eating, you're drinking, and it's like you got olives, cheese, bread, meat, and then it's like all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's basically you just felt like you ate a meal, and that's just the stuff that they give you for free. Now it's time to order. You know what I mean? It's, what?
Yeah. And the pricing over there for sitting there for those 3-4 hours, I mean, it's way less than what we pay here for, we go to a restaurant downtown Chicago, you're paying $150 to $300 for 2 people at a nice restaurant. You go to a nice restaurant in Italy, you pay like, $100 and you might feed 5 people.
Oh, yeah. And then you still have leftovers.
Oh yeah, there's tons of leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, by far, if you ever get to Italy, once you have the mozzarella over there, you'll never want to eat mozzarella over on this side of the world ever again because they make it fresh every day.
My mom's leaving for Italy. We're sending my mom there for 3 months. She hasn't been back home for a few years, but yeah, my dad passed away a couple years back, and we want her to go home and spend some time with her sisters and brother, right? So
Yeah.
we're sending her back home. She's gonna be there for 3 months, and she's always telling me, she's like, you know what? Last time I was there, I was very young.
Yeah.
She even said, she goes, you don't understand, like, if you have the eggs, even the eggs, okay, we're not even talking about something that's made, we're talking about something natural. She says,
Yeah.
if you have the eggs there and then you come back here and you have eggs, even the eggs taste different.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
everything tastes different.
Everything
Well,
is just amazing.
Fresh eggs are always the best too, though.
Yeah,
I
Sorry
was
to
spoiled.
get in the grocery store.
Yeah, I got.
The lady at work keeps chickens, and she every now and then she offers to give us free eggs. They're so much better. Fresh
Yeah.
brown eggs.
Yeah, like I mean, like the people, like I'm from way down south, and you know what, like just everything, like the vegetables, the fruits, like you, they come with those little three wheelers with the little, extension on the back, and somebody will come with
Big
like
facts.
fresh vegetables, and another guy will come with seafood, and another guy will come with, you know what I mean? It's just like it's amazing. Like the people bring everything to you, and it's so fresh. Like I mean, the way they grow stuff down there is so much different than here, right? Like,
Yeah, and then the soil is better there too.
oh yeah,
Because where I was at was in Naples, Italy, and Napoli, and that's right. Where I lived on the mountain, I could see Mount Vesuvius right
yeah,
from my house. And so you got all that volcanic ash that was in the ground, and I was spoiled because like I rented a whole house, and my landlord had another house on the property. His son had a house. They had a vineyard on the property. They had all fresh vegetables. I can go pick whatever vegetables I want. My landlord made me, I called it moonshine wine because it was like church wine.
yeah.
You get tore up on that stuff. And then they had a stone stove to make pizzas on the backside of their house, and they had parties every Friday night and Saturday night. And they made me fresh pizzas every week. They made me homemade wine. I mean, his wife would make Italian pastries and bring them to me in the morning for breakfast every morning.
Yeah, that's the breakfast there. They don't have like big sit down breakfast. It's usually like
No,
coffee and like
it's all
a
pastries.
pastry, a cookie, something like that.
Yeah, they don't do eggs, bacon, none of that stuff. And I remember one time I had a bunch of Italians that came over, and we were at my house partying and drinking. And then they were like, "Well, we're too drunk to drive." And I was like, "Well, I got 3 bedrooms. You guys can knock out." And my landlord had 2 bedrooms already fully furnished with like queen size beds. So I was like, "You guys can just crash here." So I had only been there like about a month and a half, 2 months. So I really wasn't familiar with their breakfast styles. So I'm cooking up fucking eggs and bacon and all kinds of crap, like I would here. And they're like,
Yeah,
"What is all this stuff?" I was like, "Well, this is what we eat in America." And they're like, and they were kind of like, "I don't know," but they tried it and they're like, "Okay, it's not bad, but we're used to this kind of breakfast." I was like, "Okay, well, you show me what your breakfast is." So they took me down to this cool little pastry shop, and they had like, I don't know how many pastries. It was hundreds of different kind of pastries. Like, "Well, this is what we have for breakfast." I was like, "You have sweets for breakfast?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Whoa, that's a switch." So I had to alter my eating style to, for there, because it was like I was so used to eating traditional American breakfast.
yeah. It's totally different, yeah. And it's like, my uncle and aunt came here back in 2008, and you know what? He actually enjoyed it. Like I remember the first weekend that the whole, because we all work obviously, right? So we all got together like on the Saturday morning, or closer to afternoon, that type
Yeah.
thing, and we had like bacon and eggs and all that, and sausages and hash browns, and you know what I mean. Like we bought all the stuff, and it's like he liked it because it was like wow. But you got to remember something. He was probably up already at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, so to him that would have been closer to lunch, right? So it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like and it's funny though because to them they always have like my my I'm not going to say it's just my family. It's an Italian thing where at lunchtime they'll have like a couple of glasses of wine. But you got to
Oh
remember
yeah.
something though. they don't use like wine glasses. They use those little tiny juice glasses.
Oh yeah.
You know, like something that you're supposed to drink orange juice out of. It's just like
Yeah.
those tiny little glasses, and they'll have maybe one or two of those with their lunch. So he's having bacon and eggs with wine. So it was funny to see, right?
How does our custom show devolve into us actually talking about real things?
Hey,
Well, I'm eating whole kids and listening to us food, getting hungry.
It's just
we're
funny 'cause,
covering
like,
all areas, customizing and food.
I mean, yeah, you dropped some education.
hey, we're real life in this. We're real life in this stream, all right?
It's good. It's good to get this though, because most streams just talk about goofy crap. We haven't grown men conversations over here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we cover a lot of areas. We covered dogs and guns and politics and anatomy. People find offensive on figures. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, come to WIP IT Sundays for the figures. Stay for the grown folk conversation.
Yeah.
I got one more Toy Biz head, then Toy Biz Savage Hulk head, and I got all the hairs done on those. I'm gonna
Hey, Jared,
that one.
Those heads you sent me, did you send me any of the ones that'll fit a Marvel Select, or did you send me the ones for the basic size?
Both.
I have no Marvel Selects, Jared. I have no Marvel Selects.
Well, you can fix that.
Yeah, my wife's gonna kill you. You know that, right?
you just gotta get a bigger base body.
Hey, another thing that one there in your hand that you're painting now, is that for Select or?
This is Select size, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big one.
You have that one for Select and for the 80th, right?
I do not have this one small yet.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah, I want to get a hold of what you call it though.
I need some more smooth on silicone, the shrink stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That Craftman method works fantastic.
I'm still gonna try it.
Using the mineral spirits.
You need to make a tutorial on that, Jared.
Well, Craftman already has one on that one.
Yeah.
So, hey, do me a favor, shoot me a link to that so I can watch it.
Yeah, I'll just be stepping on his toes, and I think I mentioned it when. Did I mention
Yeah,
that?
I mean, you might want to check him too, because he actually he goes over everything like 3D printers and injection molds and how to build your own. He has a lot of stuff on there. The guy's pretty knowledgeable in a lot of different areas. I mean, he covers a ton of areas.
Well, I will barely remember half this. I will barely remember half of anything we spoke about because I have taken my medication, and I am lucky to be conscious right now.
Are you actually here?
I mean, I might not be.
Yeah, I'll send you a link on Craftman. He's really cool.
Do they have
most like welcome to the Craftman show?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Do I need to drill holes in it or not?
Oh, yeah, Dragon Eye said to put the link up in there for Craftsman.
Yeah. Let me find him right quick.
Yeah, Craftsman, he's hilarious. You'll never see his face, but I don't know, like my girl, because like there was a couple things on there that she had questions about, and I was like, oh, that's on the Craftsman show. And she's like, what's that? I was like, this guy's hilarious. I was like, he's got this cool, chill voice. He cracks jokes, and like she was sitting there listening. She's like, man, it's just soothing listening to him talk.
Welcome to the Craftsman.
That's pretty much how he shows. He's like, I am your host, the Craftsman.
It's like the Barry White of customizing.
Yeah, he is. That's a pretty good way to put it.
Craftsman. I can't do it. It's just the way he does it. It's like you just enjoy listening to him.
Yeah, he's. I mean, even if you like are not into the stuff he's doing, just listen to him. It cracks you up.
Hey, Jared, what's our views looking like, buddy?
We got. Looks like we got 6 live watchers on YouTube and maybe 3 on Facebook.
All right, we gotta get these numbers up, people.
Yeah, we got Dragon Eyes looking on. Steven keeps jumping in here and there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to start sharing this crap with your friends. Tell them at some point we actually do have some good comedy.
We do have a lot of people coming back and watch afterwards.
Yeah. Because sometimes I go back and rewatch it as well. Try to pick up on some of the things that we were talking about.
Yeah.
My goal is to monetize this for y'all and me.
We've been on what, almost 3.5 hours.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours, 20 minutes, 30 seconds.
I want to make it where Jared can just sit in his house and be like, "Hey, Keon, want to make a video?" Yeah, call me Desto. Dom, let's go.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of information off the Craftsman. I mean, there's he's got quite a few videos on there, and one of them is 3D printing, and he's got so much stuff. He just built his own injection mold machine.
Yep. His last one was making pewter to make injection molds. Experiment.
Okay, I'll look forward to checking him out, then.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff: shrink molds, expansion molds.
Is that how y'all learn how to make and grow the heads and shrink them and stuff like that?
Yep.
So hold on. Let me get this straight. So you're telling me if I find like a pretty female Marvel Legends face, I can just make duplicates of it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You can shrink them down. You can and he does the same thing like Jared does, where he does the push molds. He does all that stuff.
Thank you very much, Dragon Eyes.
You son of a bitch. I mean,
let's see, share screen.
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get addicted to Craftsman show, and you're gonna want to watch one video before you know you went through about 15 of them.
My wife's gonna leave me for the Craftsman.
Well, just let her know you can be watching the Barry White of customizing. So
that's one good. Like
the current episode I'm filming is currently being filmed, but I ran into a.
I just want to play his voice for a second.
I get what you're saying now. Yep, the Craftsman.
And it's hilarious because I hear me saying, he's like, people always ask me, Craftsman, how you do this?
Yeah, the entertainment level, like, and the quality of his videos are so top notch. It's so good.
Hey, Keon, speaking of you're talking about finding a female head that you want her. I want that. What's it called? That the one you use for Baroness there, the spider. Is it Spider Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for at least.
If you can't find her, Mock it wasn't. What's her name? God dang it! Give me a second. I just crapped it on my brain. That head was used on 2 other figures. The easier one to find is Songbird.
Songbird.
Same face.
Was it the same one they used for Jewel?
I think it was. Jewel, Songbird, and
I think Jewel used the Silk Head.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was a Silk Head. I should have known that because I own that damn box and I'm still trying to get rid of it.
Do you have the Spider Woman? Do you have a Spider Woman head laying around, or that Spider
I
Woman?
don't. I sold that figure off because it's the modern costume. I bought it just to build a figure.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I wish I kept it though, because later on I realized how nice that head is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Dom, if you want me to see if I can find you one, I can't guarantee it, but I've been looking for them.
Oh, for the actual head or the whole figure?
The whole. I mean, fodder parts are fodder parts for me.
Oh, okay.
At this point.
If you have an extra one, sure.
Yeah, let me look at my box of crap.
I'll tell you, I'm kind of eventually gonna look into making a Marvel Legends Zatanna. So
yeah,
okay.
That head would work great for Zatanna.
Yeah, like I said,
that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that head. I was like, "There's," because I've been planning on I want her to look more modern than classic.
Mm-hmm.
I visualized like a concept of her where she's like, rather than wearing like a tuxedo blazer, she's wearing an actual leather jacket. You know what I mean?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I thought of it, and the whole time I'm thinking, what am I going to use for a head? What am I going to use for a head? And then I remember a lot of people are using that. Every time I see a Baroness custom, I see that Spider Woman head because she came with those glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, as soon as I saw the head, I was like, because I'm used to seeing her with the glasses on, and then I don't know where, but I saw somebody had a picture of her without the glasses. I was like, wow, That's my Zatanna right there. So
I didn't even
Yeah.
realize the glasses came off. I didn't care for the figure at the time because the body's terrible.
Oh yeah, body's horrendous. But a certain guy I know told me about this awesome figure named Shriek.
Oh, somebody got you. Who told you about that?
I will say this though. Another if you want to know upper torso that goes great with that Shriek figure, Jared and Dom, the Captain Marvel comic book accurate one.
Oh yeah,
The one that comes with the mohawk head and the mask, and the one that comes with the regular Carol Danvers head.
try the Moonstone body on that on the lower torso.
The upper torso of that body is.
Oh crap! I didn't realize. Co-host, you have to watch it for me. My
Yeah,
desk
I got the same problem you got. It. I got my damn phone in my hand, and every time I go hit the chat button, I hit the leave button.
Yep.
I have to start put my phone in my left hand, so I just use my index finger.
But yeah, that Captain Marvel body, man, that Black Widow I made by accident. That's what I did. I took a Shriek lower half, the Captain Marvel upper half, and I took the boot. Not the boots. It's like the high heel wedges off the Mrs. Fantastic.
I was thinking about trying out the Black Cat upper torso on the new Black Cat on the Shriek lower body. I haven't tried it yet.
I don't know, but like I said, the reason I say that Captain Marvel though, there is no need to grind, sand, anything. There is no rub.
Really?
None.
Huh.
It is perfect.
I'd say the Toy Biz Savage Hulk heads have the easiest eyebrows to paint because they're so pronounced on the sculpt. I usually hate painting eyebrows.
I wish I would have known about your Maestros, man. I want to make a Starship Hulk.
the new one. See the new Thor?
Which one?
Well, Thor and Hulk are fighting right now. I don't read the comics, but Thor and Tony Stark in his celestial armor.
Yeah,
trying
dude,
to kill the Hulk.
Yeah.
And apparently, Hulk got so pissed with the magic of Mjolnir and the blast from.
Oh, you're talking about Thor became a Hulk?
Yeah, now Thor's got the Hulk's ability.
Yeah, this is the second time this happened to him. So, what's going on is after.
I just saw like the preview, and basically he's fighting the Hulk.
Yeah,
and Bruce Banner's still in there. And what's his name?
Yep.
Odin's spirit came. Odin's spirit is helping out Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
To stop the Hulk. To stop the Thor Hulk.
Crashman is a legend. Yes, he is.
What that guy? So what was that? What did you just say about the Black Cat? He said the retro Black Cat body.
Retro Black Cat. I can grab it. I actually got the figure.
Yeah, he said the Black torso should be the same as the old Captain Marvel.
Yeah, this wasn't a straight up Black Cat reissue. They actually used the Captain Marvel torso.
So how cheap is that? I wonder.
Do I
See, I got the Captain Marvel bodies for like $10. If I can find them Black Cats, I'll take them too.
For a while there, she was $20, but I don't know right now.
Okay.
Check eBay real quick.
Yeah.
It's the Titan Hulk run, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good comic right now.
You said Black Cat?
Yeah, retro Black Cat, I guess.
Retro Black Cat, yeah.
Yeah, it uses the Black Cat limbs, but the body, the torso, is the Moonstone body.
Well, it's because that was a very ample body.
Well, they don't want to use the cleavage body no more from the Black Cat. But that
They're around between 28 to 35.
28 to 35 for it? Yeah. How about that old Captain Marvel body? Can you check it out real quick?
Yeah, I can check that out.
Like I said, it's the comic book. It was a comic book run.
Oh, you're looking for high dollar figure there.
From the Odin wave.
That's going to be a high dollar one there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That buck right there, that one's going for a good penny billing.
That sucks because, like I said, I got mine for 10.
Yeah, the moon.
I should,
A lot of those moonstone bodies are very desirable for customizers.
I
And
should have bought more. I mean, that believe it or not, that Baroness, I sculpted that. So I mean, that was actually a streak to upper torso, and I just sculpted it on there. So I can sculpt it. I just want to be lazy.
now that I know how to do the O-ring trick and fix things.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Corey from Casting Cave I got them from. I'm not 100% sure where I got them from, but I got before there was the Moonstone body, a lot of people would use the Livewire torso from DC Direct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of those torsos. And by drilling them out and installing O-rings, I can make them compatible now.
Oh, okay.
You just got to sculpt over the chest. The chest has the lightning bolt sculpted in.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel Buck is pricey. Yep. Oh, female Loki uses that body too.
Right. There you go. Thank you. Whoever just said that. Appreciate you. Like I said, I'm kind of drugged.
That was 17 Moan.
Well,
I'm sure you're butchering your name. I'm sorry. He's been subscribed to the channel for a long time.
Mr. Wong, you are appreciated.
He comments quite a bit.
I'm about to put in an order right now.
He ordered one of the KL Juggernauts. His took a long time to get to his house.
Well, boys, it's about that time for me.
Well, I'm real about wrapped up. I got 2 sets of eyebrows too, and I'm going to be call it quits too.
Whew. Yeah, because we're 3.5 in.
Yep. And I still got plenty to paint on these Hulk heads. Don was talking about, don't you get burned out painting those? I was like, yep. That's why I take a break when I'm working on these things. I want to go ahead and get them knocked out too. Because these eyebrows are hard to paint on these because there's the definition of the sculpt is so well done. So it's like paint by numbers type thing on those.
And all these newer ones, man, you got to like literally paint them on because you don't see any of that raised elevation for the eyebrows anymore.
Yeah. Well, the female heads is one I'm going to be using for Electrocute. Uses this head originally is on the retro card of Black Widow, but was actually a reissue of the head from Mary Jane for the 2-pack from Toys R Us.
We lost Dagobah. Dagobi.
Oh, I guess medication kicked in, or he dropped.
Your phone might have died.
We got Mr. Wong. There we go. That is a lot of yes, sir.
Is that face-off Hulk right there to your right?
Yeah, it is indeed. It's my.
I always liked that sculpt. I just didn't like the fact that it didn't have any ab articulation.
Yeah, the sculpt on it's beautiful. The articulation's kind of meh.
Yeah, and the freaking hands make me nervous.
Yeah, it's like, why? I never understood why you make a Hulk figure without a fist.
Well, that was the problem for the longest time.
Yep.
I mean, the sculpt is great. It's a standalone figure just sitting there on the shelf. It looks great, but if you want to mess around with it for ACBA, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
What I did was I bought one of each with the heads. I had one of each. You know how it had the screaming head and just the angry head.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had one of those each, and then got an extra one in a trade. And what I did was I popped the War Hulk arms on them.
The Gobi's trying to jump in.
There he is. There you are.
I'm sorry. I was looking for those Lokis. I went on a quest.
We're all having troubles with back buttons right now.
No, man, I'm sorry. I really was hunting for boobies.
Boobies.
You can't find them, you can always sculpt your own.
I can, but like I said, I want to be lazy, but that's still, yeah, don't make me work.
Well, one thing you might be able to do too, to make things easier, is like if you got ones like torsos that you like, get you some blue stuff. And might be able to do like a
Push mode.
push mold for the torso. Then you can like grind down the front of the chest you're gonna graft onto, glue that push mold onto.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
Cut down some of your work. Still
Yeah,
a little bit of work, not as much as you would have been doing.
True. Well,
If it'll work.
I just sent Stardom Numspa on a mission to track me down 6 of those bodies.
He said at GameStop they're looking pretty cheap.
Good looking out, man. Good looking out.
And then plus GameStop does those deals too. If you get like that bag, you get a discount.
Yeah. Said cast it. Okay.
You can buy. They do those deals where you get the bag. You pay like something other for the bag, then you get like a bigger discount at the end, even on sale stuff.
Yep. Like I said, next week will be a week of me hunting.
Yeah. Probably try GameStop because eBay everything's running 28 and above on the female Loki.
I got you. Yeah, I'll hit up GameStops.
eBay's new fees though. Everybody's having to raise their prices.
Exactly. Sometimes you can find some pretty good deals on there if you find the right seller, but when they sell those things cheap, man, people scoop them up real fast.
Yeah.
Well, the good news, I got a couple of buddies that own toy stores near me, so I'm about to put them to work.
One thing to check out too is like it's still named, or before like a Hasbro Pulse, it was called Hasbro Toy Shop. Their eBay store is still called Hasbro Toy Shop, and they run good sales on that site on their eBay store.
Jared, shoot me another link. If you mention it, send me a link because, like I said, tonight Keon's here, but he is not.
Okay, we got eyebrows on all the Toy Biz Hulks, Savage Hulks, the face-off Hulks, and I'm calling it good for tonight.
All right.
And
Jared, I was going to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So that red Hulk I painted, what can I use to alleviate some of the chipping on that paint?
Oh.
What sealer? What's a good seal?
The most durable sealer I've used is Automotive Duplicolor.
Okay. Do they have a non glossy, or am I gonna have to hit it with a matte coat after I'm done?
I hit it with a matte coat afterwards.
Okay. Duplicolor.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Because I love that figure. My kid wants to see it. Like he doesn't want to like bash around because he likes to. He's at this age now and he wants to pose stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of chipped a little bit of the paint off the stomach when he was just moving it around.
That's when I made my Smart Hulk from the KOs. Mm-hmm. They're even tighter tolerance between the diaphragm joints, so it's a collision nightmare. That's why I ended up making that increasing the space.
You made a spacer, right?
Yeah. Well, I took the. Where did I put that? Here it is.
I was laughing at that last comment he made. He's got a point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way these attach are different from the official figure. You got this little socket.
Mm-hmm.
And this one extends a little bit farther. But adds a little distance between it and the midsection.
What'd you make that out of?
This one I used O-rings and epoxy.
Okay.
This one was taller than the one I went with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still good. If I knew how to cast, like what materials to use, it's about beneficial. Like people like these things and actually like sell these spacers.
Yeah, you could.
You can use like a softer rubber material. But yeah, it works great about raising the distance up, but it just won't work on the official figures. They're made different.
And it lets you get the range of motion without it looking crazy.
Yep. I pulled it off the shelf, but I got figures standing in front of it.
Oh, you good, man.
Plus, I've been using the Winsor Newton. You got to be careful when you're using Winsor Newton. If you get it on your hands,
Mhm.
you touch something, you paint it, you just screwed up the paint job you've been working on.
Gotcha.
All right, boys, I'm out.
All right, fellas, I think we'll just wrap this up. We're almost 4 hours, 20 minutes, 4 hours. Well, we can work, push through that. All right, my friends. Thank you again for coming and stopping by and hanging out with Customizing. And thank you for everyone that's watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Painting a lot of green and black tonight.
Good fight. Good night.
I've still got more to go. I got to do the eyebrows on the Ruffalo heads. You finish up the hair and eyebrows on the Smart Hulk heads. Then I got to do eyes. These heads are going to need the mouths painted. You got teeth and gums. You got teeth, gums, and tongue. So, still a lot of work on those. It's like, yay! And then plus the hair is going to be dry brushed with green too. So face solid black. Very much
Dom
like
never question if this
like
man is your friend.
Let's see. Get word in focus. Very much like the face off, like black, green on top. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.
Take care, guys.
See you guys later.
Deuces.